He said he was gonna be here. He said he was ready tonight. Well, I hope nothing bad happened to him.
Yeah, I'll give him a few, because he's online still.
Yeah, his little thing shows up green, so that means he's online.
I'll give him a few.
Maybe he has to get himself some cheese for his diabetic problems or something.
Cheese?
Yeah.
I didn't know cheese was good for diabetics.
It depends on if you have, like, people who have like high blood sugar and that kind of stuff. Then yeah, cheese is good. Cheese, meat, protein, basically.
Interesting.
If you have low blood sugar, sweets are usually good for you.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, high blood sugar people need proteins. Proteins be good for them. And cheese. Good old cheese. I love that cheese. So, Regis is still rocking hard at speaking Elvis.
Speaking Elvis, huh? Oh,
You forget that?
nope.
I don't think that's gonna ever. It's gonna be something that just would never remove just because it is stupid and funny.
Entirely possible. But then again,
It
you are the
is.
one in control of your character sheet.
Yeah. I mean, in his actual languages, he knows is Common, Elven, and Draconian. But there's like a side little joke. It's Elvis because I forgot how to spell Elven at first. And then like all of us know Elven.
Yep, I also know Dwarvish now.
Nice. And you can actually read that book.
Yep.
Did we ever decipher what it said?
No, we did not.
Ah,
You never asked.
let's hear it right now since he knows. Yeah, let's ask him. Well, first off.
Well,
you know
technically, he
Brian.
would only be able to tell me what it says, since I'm the only one who knows Dwarvish.
True.
I went to Dark Princess 2 book, I believe. At least there should be 2. Alright, I don't know. Did you guys get both books? I forget.
We only got one in the upstairs library, I think. With that like half flooded room. I don't remember any of the books. They may have gone it while I was away. It's a possibility.
True.
You guys missed a few things here and there.
Yeah, like the gargoyle fight.
Yeah, but there's nothing actually in that room, actually.
Yeah.
In terms of value, that's just...
Like what kind of stuff did we miss while we were in there?
What, good stuff?
Yeah.
Let's see. +1 hand axe.
There's another +1 hand axe.
Yeah.
Oh no, hand axe, not battle
Sorry.
axe.
No, hand axe.
Okay.
You missed... What else? Missed the flaming dagger at the end.
Flaming dagger.
Little white kobold. With the
Oh
you
yeah,
guys
because
told-
all we
you
did was
guys-
hook the guy and left.
You guys killed the guy left. You guys, none of you even bothered. Let's check the kobold's bodies.
Yeah, that was like not my that's not my jurisdiction, as Regis. Regis, he doesn't do that stuff.
And that guy actually had like, he had a magic dagger. I think he had a magic cloak on actually.
Yeah, that ain't my. That's Ryan and everyone else is party. I am lawful good. I cannot loot bodies.
Lawful good can loot bodies.
Yeah, you can loot. Yeah, nothing gets you with
It's still within your.
I play him.
yeah.
It's within the
Play
right
him
in the law to loot what you kill.
Technically, yeah, but I consider that defiling the corpses technically, that is not good. Regis is a very, very stick up his ass kind of man.
Oh yeah, so you did miss the second book, yeah.
Have you ever came across anything that gives us temporary hit points?
No. I mean that spells you guys could do that do
Well,
that,
yeah,
but
I'm aware of that, but
there's no specific items, no. I mean you could have sold some of your stuff and bought items.
obviously. But right now, we're all a little broke still.
I'm not.
That was my fault.
Oh, you guys are broke or you guys didn't sell anything.
No,
You guys
I
only
didn't sell
walk
anything,
around.
but we also didn't go and get the reward from when we had basically said, piss off, Creed. First
The
time.
guy who was gonna pay you.
Yeah. I mean, the sheriff said he would eventually try to scrounge up something, but that wasn't much of a concern for me. It was a matter of, hey, in terms of Regis, it was like, hey, I did this because it was the right thing to do. I'm pretty sure Ryan would have preferred that gold, and had I been offered it, I would have accepted it. But
Dude, I still got paid.
yeah, because we let you get all the jewelry, you and Wolfer.
I realized you guys have 2 battle axes. What did you do with both of them?
I have them both.
Okay, so basically you're walking around with all the
All the
Stuff like
enchanted items.
pretty much. So you're walking around with like everything, and everybody else is
I am literally the armory.
using wooden swords and stuff. I have 2 magical battle axes. What do you guys got? Nothing.
I didn't. Okay, I have my gilded battle axe, which is my regular one that I use. And then I have the battle axe of human bane, and I'm pretty sure we haven't fought any humans,
Yet.
and no one else even fights up close except for me, Leonidas, and Hyde.
You could try and sell one of those axes.
No, I'm keeping it just in case, like, Creed is being a dick and we need to kill him.
You mean the guy who's currently following around behind us, being a very dickish character and quite possibly planning to kill us as soon as we complete our mission?
That's one of the reasons why I have this battle axe on me at all times. I don't let him out of my spirit, not letting him out of my sight.
Too bad you're not a Diablo 2 barbarian. Dual wield those suckers!
Yeah. There is feats for that, but on another note, Rob,
Yes.
for later, after the adventure, obviously, we want the whole discussion of making the beetle plates into armor. Do I have enough? Was the beetle big enough to actually be able to take its place for me
The
to
beetle's
make
big enough.
armor?
The beetle technically is classified as huge, technically. So the beetle, you definitely have enough there.
Okay.
The issue is, A, do you know what you can do with it? B, will it last? I was gonna have Devil make the nature checks for that. It would be a knowledge history or a knowledge nature check to see about it.
Yeah, those are not my region. I can do knowledge religion and knowledge nobility. Can't do any of the others.
Make yourself a nice shiny shield, dazzle everyone who looks at you
Yeah,
funny.
so like I could probably make one of us a shield or maybe like a little light or medium armor.
That looks like a pretty good... Those both look like
So,
pretty
yeah,
good rolls.
Those look good. I'm gonna say those work. Okay, let's get started.
Okay, that's rather peculiar. But, alright.
Well, Devil just said he won't be able to make it.
Oh no, yeah, it just very normally more advanced notice than that. Either way.
Certainly would have been nice.
3 NPCs tonight. Jeez, it's a lot.
I mean 3.
Binks.
Oh yeah, well yeah, and Hyde, I guess.
Yep. Thank you for adding Leonidas' picture in the way it is.
Oh my gosh.
It's no more Durpos.
Yeah, no divorce. He's
Um,
my majestic, beautiful steed.
He's gonna crush some fools under hoof.
You're about to say
like,
underfoot.
the Scarab. Using Lawless checks for it. The Scarab is actually an ancient creature. That's why it's a history check. It is an Atlantic cherry beetle, and back in its heyday, it used to be able to actually rain down fire from its back. In its current state, its magic is weakening, so ripping off the canvas will not keep the day's effect going.
Ah. You mean it wasn't a biological thing?
No, it's a magical, like, back in the day, like, wizards used it as, like, flying mounts and shit in battle. But the only thing I can say that it is an item out there. It actually is called a scout chestplate. It's a magical item.
So if you reinfuse the magic into it, it would retain its magical effects?
Well, it's a different item altogether than this.
Well, I mean, like, for this particular beetle, since we have a sorcerer and a druid, if we tried to reinfuse the magic into it, could still possibly retain its magical effects.
I mean, that's just making like making like any sort of magical armor in the first place, and really enchanting it with some sort of magical property.
Yeah.
So you can do anything you want in that case. So if you want to carry around to try to make scalp stuff in the future, you can. If not, it's up to you guys.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna put a few the plates on high since you guys already said you had ripped it off. I'm gonna have Leonidas carry it. Sorry, not hide.
But is Hai going to be wearing this for his armor, or?
I mean, I have no clue what its properties are. I have no clue what the plate's properties are. I would have to experiment with it first. In all honesty.
It's not that
I could probably-
a common thing to work with, a common material. So
I may. How thick are the plates? Thinking about it.
it's a pretty big plate.
No, how thick?
It's pretty thick.
Okay. And are they hard? Can I tell they're if they're quite durable?
They are quite durable, yes.
I could probably make a set of heavy armor. Which means I could probably make anywhere between light to heavy. But it would take a extreme amount of time to test with this material what I would make.
I can give you the exact stat breakdown for it. It's you can make something similar to. I mean, you can almost, in terms of like similar to actual armor, just by itself, it would probably be almost. It'd be more of a cosmetic thing. It might weigh less than like wearing like full plate or something. In terms of armor, though, it'll be similar to other armor in its own type.
Which are like
Whatever an armor, if you make a regular breastplate, I think it was 80 a breastplate 5 or 6 or something.
yeah.
Like it would be similar to that number.
But probably just like way less because of its material.
Yeah, and it would just look cool, different because it's a scale of things.
Okay.
Speaking of material, that does remind me. I have to my other lesson, which is weapon materials for you guys.
Uh-oh.
Weapons
Yeah, this
do
is a-
eventually deteriorate, and as well as
No,
armor,
no.
they will.
Not on the TT, but on the different types of weapon element types.
Oh, you mean like cold iron and all that?
Exactly. Cold iron.
Oh wait,
Mithril.
goddamn! Are we gonna be running into the Fey now? Is that why this is becoming important?
Well, no, I'm saying there's more A in
Campaign.
general and B, well, it's for both really. But just so you guys have ideas, just so you guys aren't like unaware of like cold iron, which does count as demons and Fey. Silver, obviously, lichens and all that. Adamantine just breaks stuff.
Mithril?
There are some mithril weapons. It's very
Isn't the main thing about mithril is that it's lighter?
Plate,
yeah.
but I didn't know if there's anything else special about it.
So let's just keep it in mind that few things.
Okay.
Um,
Can you read my messages first and give me an opinion?
Wait, what?
It's late afternoon.
And we're about to continue onward towards wherever the dude said he saw the kobolds taking him off.
Really?
Who is that talking in the background?
Yeah, that's all.
That's my wife.
Ah,
More work.
which. So I guess we'll head back towards the main
Sorry about that.
doorway, just to kind of move everybody out of the middle, I guess.
So we are going to where?
Oh, you guys need to leave the actual camp, go this way, to head out that way. Basically.
What about the path up here?
That just leads into like, and it kind of leads in the wrong direction actually.
Does? Hmm. So we're gonna go investigate a little. So I want to see what else is up there.
It just goes a little bit before it actually hits into the actual forest. Like that's actually the edge of the map. So in terms of map-wise, there's nothing in terms of actual location-wise. It's just a bit more of a clearing, and then it breaks off into more of the veil.
Okay. Yeah.
That being said, as a brief recap for Wolf officially, so since he wasn't here last week, you guys did go on another mission to investigate a Lubman camp that was under attack.
Yeah, he read the notes I
Fine.
think.
Oh, okay. Alright. In that case, I need Regis and Lara to make me reflex saves.
Reflex saves?
wait, why are you guys making reflex saves?
Why would it, yeah. My question should be more so. I'm on Leonidas. Wouldn't he have to make the reflex save?
Uh,
Sure, I miss you like
you would
first.
think so, but no, because as you guys start leaving the camp, you hear a sound in the air, and it's a sound of thunder. And shortly after the thunder, you see two bolts of lightning just streak out from the sky above you guys.
Well, apparently God is pissed at you
At
guys.
both of you guys. Lara makes a reflex save and manages to jump out of the way. Vegas, however, was unable to move, so Vegas will take 7 points of damage.
Shocking.
I could actually select my token.
So, put on the
Give me
horse.
a moment. Well, he's riding him.
Welcome to my pain when I have to make riding map creatures. I'm not so pain.
-7, you said?
Yeah, she takes 7.
That's not
As
too
you
bad.
guys recover from the hit, you see off to the distance on a hill, a kobold slowly starts walking up on top of a hill. And you can see he's dressed in like robes, and his scales are a deep dark green. And you see him wielding a quarterstaff.
So,
And
a
then-
mage then.
And you see him as he raises up the staff, he taps it 3 times against the ground, and then you hear scuttling.
Scuttling?
Yeah, you hear like the sound of like something crawling up the hill as well. And
Should I make a
Perception
background
checks?
check? Yeah, I'm like
you
perception,
shouldn't have to. You
spellcraft.
should see it on your map right now.
Where? Oh, there it is.
Where?
Oh, it's in the bottom right.
Yeah, it's bottom right corner. It's a rather large, quite
A
large scope.
scorpion.
That's correct. Which means
Oh, it's with the large bugs.
that we are kicking this off with a roll for initiative.
Oh,
Those are
damn.
And initiative. Hey, same turn. Perfect.
Good lord, he's far away.
Mm-hmm. Not for me though. You and Ice Me are gonna have some fun.
There we go. Leonidas,
Ryan,
big go squish squish.
What's your initiative bonus if you roll reflex by accident?
Oh, it's +3.
Okay, so it's 21.
Okay, think, tighter, think. Oh yeah, that's what it's looking for. It's base speed. Cause I'm riding Leonidas, does that mean he gets a -2 his speed?
No. Horses can hold a lot of weight, so
Depends on their encumberment limit.
I think he can hold like 500 pounds before he even gets slightly encumbered or something. He can hold a lot.
Yeah, Leonidas, his strength is 23.
Yeah, he can hold some stuff. That being said,
Yeah, he holds 600 pounds without being even close to encumbered.
as you see the kobold, he moves forward and he holds out his staff, and you can see him as he holds his staff out, see it starts to glow a bit. And when he does, you see various little sprouts start popping out from the ground, and these sprouts turn into like vines, and they just start kind of like snaking along the ground, creating an elaborate network of vines. And as they create this network around all you guys, some of the vines start going up to trying to wrap you guys up, which is bad. So I need everybody in the vicinity to make reflex saves.
Wait, oh, I'm in measurement mode. That's why I couldn't select myself. And this is where the low
I'm gonna
rolls
say
start.
I'm
Oh,
good.
never mind.
I'm gonna say I'm good.
I would certainly hope I'm good with a 26.
Just wild guess.
Laura, not so much.
Ouch.
Ooh, even worse. Ugh. Oh.
Well, it looks like most of our
what about
magic
the- what about these
casters
two?
are all wrapped up.
two guys caught in there.
And here we thought we'd be able to just leave this area, meet up with Henri, and then continue on.
This guy may be the necromancer, or the bugmancer, whatever you want to call him.
Okay, so as the roots come up, Brian, Vegas, and Leonidas manage to hold their own and break free from the vines. However, unfortunately, lava beings and a few of the regulators are unable to break free as the roots jump up and wrap around their legs. And they are now currently entangled. As a side note, in terms of entanglement, this entire area is considered difficult terrain.
Mm-hmm.
So each square has to be moved at double. So like each square is 10 feet to move.
Okay.
Every turn you end inside this area, you must make another reflex save.
Let me just check something. For Leonidas, because does he have a problem with rough terrain? I don't know.
Yeah, it's still
Okay.
just to happen.
Well
I mean,
then,
the terrain stuff is still difficult.
yeah.
And in terms of entanglement for all spellcasters, and for you guys, in case you guys do get entangled, entangled people can only move at half speed. They cannot run or charge. You got -2 on all their attack rolls, and -4 to dex. And they must make a concentration check to cast any of their spells.
Oh.
Yay!
But that being said, that brings us to Ryan.
Well, I'm going to use a double move to go up here, out of the field.
Wait, how far did you move?
It was 60, I measured it.
Yeah, but you can't move 60, so I just told you.
But I wasn't entangled.
No, it's still difficult terrain though.
Oh, okay, never mind.
It's still hard to move. It just means you can move freely through it. You can move your full 30 feet as opposed to damn they can only move.
So,
No, I'll be good.
I guess I can move up there then, and get out of the field. Is this little alleyway over here traversable?
By some people it can be,
So, like, could I traverse it then?
yeah, you can.
Me and Leonidas? No.
Correct.
We're too big.
So I have Binks. Is
there a way to get unentangled?
there is, that's the last part I forgot to mention. For if you're entangled, you can break free with a strain check or an escape artist check. Either
That'd be
way,
good for
you break
round.
free of it.
Well, I'm not entangled, so it doesn't matter.
I'm saying you should have a bonus and entangle, meaning escape artist. So.
Well, yeah, I do.
I know Leonidas does as well.
Binks, on the other hand, is probably not going to be able to do much. Have Binks move up one square. About distance.
We have to use an escape artist. Good old Leonidas. I like how I make my like first reflex save, I miss. And the second one I completely pass.
And she will cast magic missile against the scorpion.
Isn't she out of magic missiles for the day?
No, I think she has two and two.
I would have gone for the Conjurer. He seems like the bigger threat at the moment.
Maybe we can reason with him.
Yeah, because we are at the point of talking.
Just bring him down to 0, not kill him, hopefully. Interrogate him.
She channels the energy she does. 12 points of damage, shooting 3 bursts of magic energy straight into the Lord's Scorpion. You can see his body just shake as he gets bombarded by spells. Lara. I forget how many spells he has.
He has, I think, 4?
At the moment, Lara is focused on trying to not reenact that one scene from The Evil Dead.
Never heard of it.
You never heard of The Evil Dead, Bruce Campbell?
Nope.
Oh my gosh, man. It's one of the best friggin' horror films. It's great.
I'm not a big fan of horror.
Give me one second.
Have you heard of Army of Darkness?
Heard the name, never seen it.
That's one of the sequels to Evil Dead.
Interesting.
Okay, so I will have. Pretty sure he still has a. What's it called?
Flaming Sphere? Produce Flame?
Flaming Spear. Which they'll produce and roll into the Scorpion.
Now, does it have an amazing reflex score that lets it dodge out of the way?
Well, since it's so large, it should have a negative.
So as it hits into him, Scorpion gets set ablaze, takes him 8 points of damage. The Scorpion, I guess, will move up a bit away from the flaming thing. Can't really do much from its current state. Brings us to Regus.
Okay. Well. Question for you, do I still have to make a ride check?
No.
Okay. I'm gonna technically hold my turn till after Leonidas because he's
Yeah,
gonna be one.
How does
run
movement
back
exactly work while you're riding on a horse that has turns?
Well, you guys
Probably the
have-
horse moves first.
Yeah. I mean, you guys and this are the same basically,
Yeah.
so you can.
I'm gonna have him charge out right here. I can be out of the road.
I'm the phone.
Would technically going right here cause a attack opportunity or
It would.
not make a difference? Okay.
I just
I'm
gotta
just
see
gonna
it.
stay.
I just gotta see if he can actually.
His run distance is 200 feet.
No,
He
it's
definitely clears
it's
it.
not an issue of that. It's an issue of. No. You must have a clear path towards your opponent and nothing can hinder your movement, such as difficult terrain. Or obstacles. So you
Or
cannot
what?
charge.
Oh,
He
thinks you're using the charge battle
sorry.
ability.
No, he doesn't actually have that. But no, I mean run. Gonna basically take
Oh,
lead.
okay. Oh, sorry. That's
Yeah.
right. When you said charge, I thought you meant shut. Okay.
No, that's an actual ability that, and we don't have that.
Yes, you do. Everybody can charge.
Hmm. Yeah, I should say charge it like aligns with bull rush in a sense, and it's a pain.
That's what I thought you were going for. Sorry. My bad.
No. I mean, like
Okay.
he's running the full distance. Get us out of there.
That would actually provoke because
Being right here,
Scorpion has a range of 10 feet,
10 feet.
so he can hit. It's a large Scorpion. So, yes.
Does that mean Leonidas should have a larger range as well?
I have to check on that and see, but
So I'm pretty sure it was only 5 feet for Leonidas, but I don't know about that. C is a large classification technically.
Maybe the tail is a
Anyways.
reach weapon.
Yeah, maybe. But either way, yeah, we'll take the provoke of opportunity for Leonidas as well, because trying to get through that area. And I have the lovely ability to hit me.
he does not
Moving.
hit.
He does not hit?
No, he does not hit.
Okay.
Attack of opportunity. He kind of looked like onside with the claws and misses.
Yeah. Because I have a chance, if I do a right check, I have a chance to be able to negate an attack. Basically. As long as my right check's higher. But... So he rides me over there. I'm going to try and hit the scorpion. So. Is that a hit?
That is a hit, yes.
I certainly hope so.
Okay. Here we go. All the 8s once again. Beautiful.
My music went off. As you swing the axe down, just crack it against the back of the scorpion. You can see a nasty gash against the thing. You can see the scorpion is quite roughed up from the attack. It's looking a bit rough.
From one attack? Jeez, this is a weak
Well,
scorpion.
no, it's that plus the flaming spear plus the magic missile.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
he'd already taken 20 hit points of damage
I'm like,
before
wait,
you went
one-
up to him.
one hit? Yeah, he's down 30 hit points. Yeah, that's gonna hurt. Not even Leonidas can take that and
Hides tons of
be
questions.
standing high and proud.
I guess they'll make a strength check. Try and break free of this.
Yeah.
That is not enough to break free. Hi. So I guess he'll just spend the rest of his action moving closer. That's all you can do.
Why not try to move out of it?
I mean, either way he moves, but like, I'm guessing he wants to get through the actual battle, though. I'm assuming.
True.
You know.
Not travel a long way around like Ryan, who could probably go in stealth and sneak attack the guy.
That's what I was thinking of doing, actually.
Cobalt will move over here. And I need a reflex save from Regus.
I was about to say, for me? I'm not even in line of sight.
Give me a second, let me just move him out of the way.
So as you move, you see another crack of lightning bolts has come down from the sky. And this time, being ready for it, you take Leonidas and you manage just to dodge right out of the way as the bolt hits the ground. Ryan.
For my turn, let's see. I am here. Obviously, I'm going to be running 2, 3, 4. Oh wait, I almost forgot to roll stealth.
I mean, he
Not
can't
bad.
see you though.
If he's in the alleyway, I really doubt I was gonna see him.
But I mean, he saw him like go that way though.
True.
True, but he's also currently distracted by the big dude on the horse. Actually, no, just end my turn here.
Thanks, his turn. I need to get familiar with making concentration checks as a spellcaster. Okay, so that was for the magic missile required before this, because I didn't totally forgot to do it. I don't know if I should do another magic missile or if I should just scorch away.
Well, whatever you decide, I recommend it setting it towards the spellcaster.
Okay, shoot the magic missile against the spellcaster. That will require another concentration check.
Wait, you have to make a concentration check before you cast spells, and then you have to make another one?
No, that one was for the first magic missile that I forgot to do it for.
Oh.
Just to keep myself honest. I forgot.
And apparently she's completely spaced out now.
This one, unfortunately, doesn't seem like it worked with the vines wrapped around it. Kind of distracted her a bit. So that spell fizzled out. Laura will aim the sphere at the spellcaster. Checking the DC on his spell. I did exact as the spellcaster just jumps out of the way and the sphere rolls by. Okay, Scorpion will turn and it will do unleash a full flurry of attacks onto. Let's do it onto Leonidas.
Okay, let's see what he got.
What's the AC on Leonidas again?
His armor class?
Yeah.
I think it's 20, maybe? Let me just double check that. Defenses, yeah, 20.
Okay, so he reaches out the two claws. The claws just.
Give me a second. I'm gonna make a roll. I'm gonna make a right check to see if I can.
That's against you though. That's not against the mount.
It is against mount.
Well, not the combat defeat.
Mm-hmm.
That's. I think this one is against.
No.
What are you doing?
Why are you checking Leonidas? It wouldn't be Leo. I mean, it'd be Leonidas who gets mounted combat. That's a.
Wait, why would the horse get mounted combat? It's not mounted.
Yeah.
He'd be okay. If you can serve as a mount, your rider gains a +4 morale bonus on ride checks,
Oh,
etc.
okay, no, no, okay, I see. So
The
you make a
D-
vibe check.
put-
If your vibe check beats my attack roll,
Yes,
you get it. Okay,
that's what I'm talking about.
okay. Make your vibe check.
Yeah, you have to give me a second because I have to go over to my sheet since you were fiddling around with it. Okay, oh wow, even higher than 22, jeez.
24.
Oh god. That was a high hit.
So even though the claws, which actually did miss, but the stinger did not, and this thing comes from overhead and just stings into the side of Leonidas' body. Leonidas takes 8 points of damage.
How many?
8.
8.
I thought you
And
said 80. I'm like, wait, what?
And I need a 4 to save.
Yep.
fortitude save versus death.
Not a fail as the scorpion poison seeped into Leonidas' blood, inflicting 2 points of strength damage to him.
Not terrible. So not good. Mine and
Brings us to
So now Leonidas is going to two hooves the sky.
hits.
Okay. Then because I only have a modifier 5. 10 points of damage from the two hooves. Then I'm going to attack. And
That hits.
And it's gonna be another 8, isn't it?
nope,
Nope.
you had to jinx it.
Yes, I did.
Alright, so as Leonidas jumps his hooves attacks and you bring on your axe, combination of the hooves and the axe, you can see the scorpion's body just right for a bit before it collapses to the ground and is dead.
Yay for mounted combat.
Let's get past that. Let me just do Heist and Fast. Hyde will again try and break free.
I would, I would hope that will work.
No, it has to be a natural 20 plus 5.
Doesn't Nat 20 always succeed?
Yes, it does. It succeeds regardless, and nat 1 fails regardless.
What the
I'm
hell?
just saying it as a joke.
I guess Hyde will take a double move to try to get out.
What is that going on in the background?
Not a clue.
Okay,
Is that something going on with Wolfer?
Naka will make another reflex save on Regus.
Now the reflex save Rodriguez. Give me a moment. Yeah. No lighting today.
Okay, so another ball of lightning flies down, and as it flies down, you get Leonidas ride just out of its reach as it strikes the ground. Brings us to Ryan.
Alright. Wait, why am I not? Oh, okay, that's why I wasn't. Guessing I probably have to do this as I come out. Whoa.
No, you use the same subject as you used before.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So,
I'm sure he would much more prefer the higher one.
whoops.
That's barely within reach.
Yep.
It is like literally at the edge.
Make a nice little 5-foot step and then double attack this guy. As I come out of nowhere. Where is my...
Double at 20.
Ah, crap. Hold on, don't have my character sheet open.
Let's try to get him at 0, just where he's not able to do anything. Let's not actually kill him.
Nope.
And second time. Confirm the crit. Not confirmed.
No, not confirmed.
So is this a sneak attack or just a normal?
It is not a sneak attack. I see. Did see, which is perception check.
Nah.
He doesn't notice you coming from the bend.
Two.
And so the first arrow flies right past Kobold's head as he glances and looks at you. While the second one just pelts him dead on. You can see it's causing him to move back a little bit from the hit. Thanks. What's the length of scorching ray?
It's pretty big, I think. Not that far though. No ways that far. No, it's not. You should have to move. I think it's like between.
That's 25 feet plus 5 every 2 levels, so she's 40 feet. Okay.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's not that far.
So
Powerful.
So why hasn't the Scorpion been taken out of the turn list?
Oh, well, I left it by there just to look cool.
Ah.
Eventually, I guess, just slowly trek over. No.
I'm surprised she hasn't made a strength check to try to escape.
She gets a -1 to a strength check.
Yeah. Okay.
I can try, but I just have a feeling.
What is the DC on that?
Yeah, that's why I haven't made a strength check.
Doesn't mean you couldn't happen to get a good roll somehow. I got a good roll. You just have to try.
And then you get a 1 and get hurt on a critical failure.
Yeah.
You strain so hard you dislocate your shoulders. Crap.
In the meantime, as Ryan sits there in his little sniper spot, sniping, a little disturbance appears behind him as a kobold appears with an axe drawn in his hand as he just
That's what you get for not being
swings it
perceptive.
right in the back of Ryan's back, cutting him And the axe digs in deep and does 6 points of damage.
Jeez.
Joy!
Wow, well.
You know what?
Again, again, make the sphere aim towards spellcaster. Who again makes a saving throw.
Wow.
Jumps out away from the flaming sphere as it rolls by.
We just do not have very good luck with that, do we?
Oh, it doesn't help that Devil's not here.
Let's make a strength check for loud, try and break free.
Nope.
Let's move a little bit forward.
Yeah. Me?
Before you go, second kobold comes out of nowhere.
In front of Ryan?
And this one will
Or
also
two.
swing his axe aimed at Ryan. And take another 3 points of damage.
Give me. I know what I want. You know that spell that we used to fix my strength? Actually, no, I could probably just make a heal trick later. 'Cause it's not like a disease or permanent, it's just poison. Me and Leonidas are going to go and run this way. And Leonidas is going to first, before I do my thing, attack him with his 2 hooves. I'm sorry, Wolf, for that. We're making this take forever. Does he crit on hooves at 19? I don't know.
Okay,
I
that
don't
hits.
think so. No, he crits at 20. Thought so. The hooves. 9 points of damage after. Is the Kobolds, how wounded is he from what I can see?
He still looks pretty good.
Okay. Then I'm going to hop off Leonidas and try jumping and grappling Kobold. Do I still get my BAB or
Well, you make a CMB check.
CMB?
It's a grapple check, yeah.
Well, I don't know. I've never done grapple, so obviously I don't know.
If you go to your attack tab, also I believe if you make a grapple, it does.
Yeah, it's still the same. It's the same thing. It'd be the same modifier. Okay, that's good to know. Yeah, I'll do it nonetheless.
I make this one thing fast.
I'll be okay if I even take the attack power opportunity, but.
Yeah, my dog's going nuts.
He does get one attack opportunity as you leap out.
I was gonna say I'm right here just for ease's sake.
So as you come out He swings his quarterstaff and hits you hard with it in the head, giving you a little stun a bit. And you take 7 points of damage. And
Ouch.
do grapple.
Okay.
Where are you going with this exactly?
Basically, I was planning on trying to interrogate him. It's its turn.
Okay, so he'll try to break free from the grapple. And fail.
Sweet. Perfect. Ion, have your fun.
Is the dishwasher open for a reason?
So it's fine, so.
You didn't leave it open.
Well, I'm going to use a good old withdraw action to try to get the hell away from these guys. And I will move. Over here.
Alright. That kobold will move and chasing after Zion will throw his axe. At Zion.
Oh, I don't know.
And as the axe flies, it just flies and cuts right into the back of Zion. And you take 4 points of damage.
Son of a bitch.
How much health are you on?
I'm at 14. I'm going to just say murder this asshole and focus on these other guys before it kills the rest of us. Namely me.
No, Leonice is gonna work on them. I'm gonna probably. Yeah, I'm gonna. If I cast a spell while grappling, does that break the grapple?
Yes.
Or just provoke an attack of
Yeah.
opportunity?
Yeah.
Okay.
You have to actively maintain it. You can release as a free action, but
Okay.
And who's juggling marbles?
Not juggling marbles.
nope, that's not enough for things to make it break free. First roll again. Da. I guess another. Oh, well now if your guys are grappled. Can't really flaming sphere him.
No.
She'll try and
Okay.
break free of the grapple. That breaks free.
Who does?
Laura breaks free.
Oh, the entanglement.
Yeah.
Like grapple. Wait a second. What? It's not his turn.
take from this far. So make another reflex save. And go right where she started. The other one will join the fray, and just like his friend, gonna throw another axe in Ryan's back.
Why aren't they trying to help their boss?
Because they are you're the closest target. And you take 5 points of damage as another axe.
Really? Can't they miss for once?
Okay. Do I have to make another grapple check?
Okay, how... Why can I not change my HP? Okay, there it goes.
Shit. Okay.
Seriously, I'm definitely gonna recommend you abandon this stupid interrogate the kobold.
I want to know what he's doing here. You already killed his king. What he's doing here, I don't know.
Yes, because kobolds aren't prolific enough to have another guy ready to take the reins of leadership.
Okay, it's a matter of why this particular camp is attacking him. What's up with the raising of the dead, and why so many bugs?
Well, we did kill their king. Why do you think?
Okay, then wouldn't they want to go after us?
You make it sound like these guys saw us.
Well, there was multiple of them that...
That roll isn't enough, even with the bonus.
Even with the bonus.
If you fail, you got a +5 to your checks.
Ah,
So he does. You do lose
okay.
the grapple.
Then that my turn? I'm gonna guess it's my turn.
I don't think so, because you lose because it's a check to contain it.
Okay.
So it doesn't actually take up your turn. Like if you had made it doesn't take
Yeah.
up your turn, you can still do some things.
Then I'm going to hack him and try to knock him out. Would knocking him out be lethal or non-lethal damage?
Non-lethal.
Not lethal damage.
And then non-lethal damage. And no, clearly not, apparently.
That's missing. You
Yep.
try and struggle to hit him in the grapple. You were unable to.
So that would have been a
Clean
10, but even then it was still enough hit.
Yeah. Leonidas done.
Yes, Leonidas, he is going to... I'm right here. It's okay with taking the provoke of attack of opportunity from the summoner, kobold, whatever person who is a pain in the arse.
That is
It really wouldn't be if you just killed him.
not
Don't kill him. Not allowed. Then he's going to he's going to kick the guy in front of him. Gonna guess not hit again.
It's not hit. Leonidas charges through him with the whole fray of grappling him and everything. Unable to get a clean run at the kobold, and as the kobold jumps out of the way.
Now, if need be, Ryan can jump on his back.
I have nothing in ride.
Okay. You get a +4 morale bonus.
I am not feeling very moralish.
But don't go on to ride on the horse a little. The guy who can probably get your ass out of there.
They can still hit me even if I'm riding on something.
Yeah,
He will
that's
take a 5-foot step, and I need a reflex save from Ryan.
Really? Is this just beat on Rion Day?
apparently. You're good.
Hopefully, avoid the lightning bolt straight out from the sky. And you just jump out of the way using your reflexes.
Hey, take a 5-foot step toward me. Bad plan.
Okay, fine. And then I guess I'll double shot this guy.
Second one hits. Alright, so as you take the step, you turn around, take a few arrows off from your bow. First shot goes kind of hard to line the first shot up with a big horse in your way, and you miss the first shot, but the second shot you manage to right the correct way and go in. That's when it does hit it. You can see it hits dead on. You can see it did quite a bit of damage to the kobold. His body staggers back and
Why do you get a +1 on your attack?
Because point blank shot?
Oh, yeah.
Why does everybody forget I have that?
Well, I have no clue what its effects are.
Plus
I know you have point blank shot, but I've never really paid attention to what it actually does.
+1 attack and damage roll if I'm within 30 feet of my target.
Nice.
still can't do anything. That one will attempt to axe Leonidas and
He has a
hit
second
the
axe?
metal armor. He's got many axes. He
Wow,
doesn't
nice.
throw an axe. He doesn't throw an axe without having a backup plan. You have to.
Well, you never know with
Guys,
kobolds.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you didn't face these guys before. These are like more. These are more skilled kobolds in terms of combat.
Okay.
They're like think of them like ranger kobolds in terms of like their gears look. They're not armored in terms of like soldiers. They're armored more like wilderness type kobolds.
Oh, okay. And
Nice. Laura will. Okay.
mm-hmm.
But you will use her last attempt with the spear before it breaks to try and hit Mr. Kobold. And again he passes it. As the
Hey, Ryan.
Hmm?
Leonidas has a natural 20 armor class, so when I go and put armor on him, just imagine how much armor class he will have then. It is going to be beautiful.
The other kobold will take out 2 axes as he swings both axes aimed towards Leonidas. And Leonidas manages to just reel back and get out of the way of both axes as they swing and miss.
Ah, perfect. Now, I'm going to Cure Light Wounds Ryan. And there you go, Ryan. Have some hit points. And Leonidas is going to try to kick the person right in front of him. The one to the corner, sorry. One who has 2 axes.
That hits.
Oh, and he also is going to try to bite him since it's there, since he can do the move.
That misses.
Okay. And there's just that damage.
So you manage to heal up a bit of Ryan as Leonidas reels back in with his hoops, comes down and stomps a bit on the kobold. You can see that the stomping put the kobold in pretty rough shape. He's definitely not feeling that hot. He gets to finally join the battle. That confused me for a second. I'm like, why does he have like no bonus to his attack? Then I realized it's because I still left the Entangle debuff on him.
Don't forget the bonus for flanking.
That sucked when he hits.
Or Wolfer is just sitting here waiting.
Yeah, unfortunately this was the last part of
That we never got to because we took so long with everything
well, it was
else.
late. I didn't want you guys to like start this like late.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
And
Devil
I
was
actually
getting
went
tired.
Getting back into the thick of things, manages to get a bite off, and that's one dead kobold that bites him, bringing him down out of pure revenge. Not looking that hot. So,
Who isn't?
I mean, in terms of
In terms of numbers and what he can do.
his current position, I mean. I guess he'll have to. He'll just slash main charge this. I need Riga to make me a reflex save.
Vegas! Awesome.
When it does hit you, you take 9 points of damage. As a lightning
Got a
bolt
little rough
streaks
around the
down-
edges.
Streaks down from the sky, just uses you as a lightning rod.
Yep.
He is wearing a lot of heavy metal armor.
Mm-hmm. Full plate mithril plus my metal axe.
Brings us to Ryan.
My turn. Let's see. There, 1, 2, 3. Whoops. 4, 5. I'm gonna sneak attack this bastard with a single shot. Son of a bitch.
I'm going to say no.
That'd be a 14 with the
I think it
flanking.
also sneak attack. Yeah. And you also get on top of that sneak attack bonus.
What?
It's 14 with the flanking, so I kind of doubt.
No, it's not a hit. As the arrows flies right past Kobold's head.
Okay, what's with the screaming?
Four beaks. More step though, she's out of it anyways. It would just be a pain if like the entangling vines just kept on following us.
There's the cat. Should I? Should I use Scorching Ray even though I'm still technically entangled?
How? What's your chances of passing a concentration check?
I mean, in theory, pretty good. In theory.
But theory doesn't matter much when it comes to our dice.
Last time, well, she needs to make a concentration check that she needs. Actually, wait a minute. Well, that's metagame.
Sure, let's go with that. Let the concentration checks begin. Not two to begin with.
But I'm going to try different thing. But the problem I just realized is that even though she concentrates to cast a spell, because she's still entangled, it doesn't clear the -4 to her dex. So her range of attack is like dumps us down. Okay.
Does she have any more magic missiles?
She used first one she used, second one actually cast it, it fizzled out from the entangle.
Oh, so she still loses the spell if she fails the concentration?
Yeah.
Ooh, that sucks.
It's not fun.
You would think that cat cloak would get a bonus on their dexterity.
The kobold behind Leonidas will swing both axes. The first one dinks off Leonidas' armor, the second one cuts into Leonidas' side of it, and he takes 3 points of damage.
The only part about it, Leonidas doesn't even have armor yet.
It's natural.
True. Yes.
Isn't that his skin?
Well, it was
hide can be considered armor.
But why
I'm
would
not
you want to
saying-
wear the badger?
And I was just about to say, and I'm not talking about holding the badger up.
Well, I will try a crossbow shot at the kobold and miss. As it's kind of hard to shoot, being with vines wrapped around your feet. Brings us to Regus.
Yeah. Even though you apparently apparently deleted it?
No, I hit the button too many times and it skipped the
Ah.
turn. I brought you back, don't worry.
Yeah, I'm gonna go forward, try to do the same thing I've been doing this whole time. Try to knock him unconscious.
Actually, you take like a -4, I think, when you try to do non-lethal.
That's
I try to do non-lethal? No, I don't think so.
Pretty sure there's a minus to your rolls when you try to do a non-lethal attack.
correct. You can use a melee weapon that deals lethal damage to deal non-lethal damage instead, but you take a -4 on your attack roll.
Okay. That'd be a 19.
Does not hit.
19 does not hit. Okay.
As you swing the axe, and the kobold just jumps out of the way.
It has some good armor.
Smuggles you. Oh, yeah, Ninus.
He's going to double hoof and bite.
Okay, so that's bite hits. Hooves hits, bite does. Okay, so again the hooves come down, and again they do a decent trunching damage. And you can see the kobolds starting to look pretty roughed up from the horse attacks.
As well as our good friend Ryan doing work. Oh wait, doesn't he also get bonus damage from flanking, or just
No.
with roll?
No,
With the roll?
Ryan does.
No, so
Ryan does
that's it.
because it's ranged,
Oh yeah.
so a bit different for us. How do we attempt to attack? And
No.
it's not gonna hit anything. If I tries to bite and jumps right past the kobold and misses his bite attack. Well, I guess we're gonna have to go old school, and he's gonna have to try and beat you with his staff.
I was wondering when he was gonna run out of spells.
That's a hit.
Let's
Oh.
hear it.
Oh, we actually get to see the DM roll his attacks.
Yeah, that was a mistake on my part. I'm going too many things. I forget which one is a G or not. And as he just bops you over the head with his staff, you take 3 points of damage.
Okay. We're just like slowly trading blow for blow.
Yep, now it's my turn to double shoot this little bastard again. Whoa, okay, apparently, wait, what?
What? What are you doing?
I don't know, apparently I made 3?
First one hits, the other one doesn't.
Okay.
Nice bit of damage you got there.
Mm-hmm.
Such it is that kobold gets an arrow straight into the back of the head. And
Boom!
then
Headshot.
Yay for her.
Did she finally break free?
Yes, she did.
So wait, did it? Yes, and just with breaks, okay.
Too bad she doesn't know sleep, or she could knock him unconscious for you.
I know, I'm like...
Just moving back to that last
Sleep is like one of the most useful level 1 spells a mage can learn.
Is that level 1?
Yeah, it's a level 1 spell.
She tries scorching ray. Oh yeah, I guess I'll try it since you guys swimming resting after anyway. Let's see. Channels will let the big burst of fire energy as the large raider shoots by, and as the raid shoots by, the kobold jumps out of the way and dodges the attack.
Jesus, guy has a high armor class.
Seriously, if a 21 doesn't hit...
Pretty misses time.
Okay. I'm actually gonna have Leonidas come right over here. And he's gonna try to double hoof this guy.
As a miss, as
I'm gonna
Smaller
try my
kobold.
non-lethal damage. Non-lethal? No, I'm gonna go lethal because I'm tired of dealing with this guy. Being a pain in the ass.
Well, that's a fail.
That's not a hit as you try and jump, and again he just.
Don't you just love it when the
Tries to
kobold has
jump out
better
way.
armor than you? He either has some ridiculous dex or some ridiculous armor.
Oh, it's not a hit as high. It tries to hit and misses as the kobold again just like bats the badger away with his staff.
We're almost flanking him.
And he'll give a little bop on Vegas' head once more, taking 2 points of damage
He's literally pricking me to death.
as he'll take a 5-foot step back. Zion's turn.
Okay, let's see. 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And that's my turn. Working on surrounding this guy. I can't get sneak attack damage unless we're actually flanking him.
Binks will make another. Let's do. Check Ray of Frost. It's not waste. It's a good thing she didn't waste Scorching Ray. As the cold energy from the Ray of Frost just flies and using his staff deflects the attack. And you can see now that the staff has a number of like small cages on them, with you guys being so close. And part of inside these small cages you can see various insects like centipedes and spiders inside all these small cages.
Lovely.
It's enough to break a lava free.
Finally.
Definitely. Hopefully, that would be enough.
Yeah, I think it's yeah. I mean, it's not really. And it would be a hit, but the crossbow actually lets the crossbow both fly out.
Just masterwork, so.
Yeah, so that's +5. And that does not hit as the crossbow bolt is over
What?
the kobold's head as he ducks.
How much armor does this guy have? How did you ever hit this guy?
Okay. I'm going to smite evil. I'm gonna move forward. Smite evil. Which brings us up to a 10. Son of a bitch! Okay, and then the knight is gonna go and try to attack him by taking a 5-foot step, so it means he can do all 3 attacks. I have to confirm the crit.
Not confirmed.
I don't know if I can. How many of those actually hit?
Well, not the 6th. Wait, hold on.
Yeah,
How many attacks? So what's the?
it's bite, hoof. Either way, it's going to be a d4 for damage.
So the bite was the 20.
Mm-hmm.
Crit confirm was the 1.
No. The crit confirm.
No. Quit confirm was the 20. I rolled all 3 of those for the attacks because I didn't know I didn't know I was gonna get 20. It was literally, I rolled
so-
all 3 of
okay.
them in an instant.
So the 22 was for the 20.
Yeah.
Okay. The hooves hit.
Yeah.
So the first attack and the last attack hit.
Okay.
So we need to roll 24s to hit this guy.
25 and 24 hit.
Oh.
So that's how much? That's 14.
Yeah.
As realized, charges forward and unleashes his flurry of attacks. You can see that laid a decent mark on the kobold, and he's starting to. He felt that one definitely, and started to look a bit rough after that hit. Hard will move forward and do his bite claw.
Bite claw?
Bite claw, yeah. Just gotta see if his claws are the same.
Claws are the same, it's D4.
Yeah.
So use
No,
both claws to be D6.
I want to see it attack. Wait, one more. No, those are all 3 misses as he unable to land any of the 3 hits. Trying to bite and claw against the kobold spellcaster.
Did you roll 3rd time?
That one actually was GM roll by accident.
Ah. And did you get the plus 2
got
for
it.
them? Because it's flanking? Technically? No, not
No, he's not flanking.
Not technically.
He will again attempt to hit Rodriguez, and unfortunately this time does not connect.
It's about time.
All these things that Laura gets.
That's my turn.
Correct.
I am going to move right here. And shoot him in the back. Why is there 2? Either way, neither of them would hit.
Yeah, that's strength wise cool in that. But unless maybe a lag issue.
Maybe.
Either way, yeah, that does not hit us. You let that flies right past the kobold and Rodriguez and down the path.
Thanks. Hello there. Mind shooting a crossbow?
I mean, you can. So I confirm she's gonna hit.
Probably not.
Pretty sure she'd need a crit in order to land an attack.
Pretty much, yeah, because it needs to roll a 20 to actually hit this thing.
He does. I don't.
So,
Me and Leonidas are good.
Lau, I think, might be in a similar situation, actually. Oh no, Lau's plus 5. Yeah, 5. So Lau can actually roll 19.
19 or an 18.
Right, no, and 18 plus 5 is 23.
Oh yeah, sorry.
That doesn't hit. Oh,
Almost.
Brings us back to
Yeah.
Vegas.
Well, since I already have it on 5, Leonidas. 1, 2, 3. Okay. I'm gonna try attacking. One below.
So I
One
just want
below.
to make sure that that's correct with this my evil stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, because I know we talked about that.
Yeah, it's I keep on trying to hit him until he dies.
Someone else should see hide, because my rolls for hide have been abysmal.
So it's another night if nobody can hit anybody.
Well, especially because of this guy's friggin' insane armor class.
I know, he must have some. Either A, he just has high dex, or B, he has some freaking good armor.
Or if he has a buff spell or something. Although
That
I
too.
thought that was clerical magic that gave the armor class buff.
There were some other spells that give armor out there.
Yeah, I have a spell I can give armor class.
Well,
You
yeah,
get
but
advantage-
you also
advantage
use clerical
to
type magic.
Tap Regus again from 1 point of damage with the staff. This little
I'm at 20 hit points.
Ryan stone.
I hate this guy.
Time to just double shoot this guy, and this time it does have the, what am I thinking of? The bonus for the flanking in there. Son of a bitch.
Even then, you still can't hit.
There we go.
Finally, God.
Can you set up for the gatekeeper?
Bronco.
How do you want to do this?
Oh, just put it right into his throat and out the other side.
That is exactly that arrow. Just he aims at the first arrow, right on the second arrow goes, and just right through the throat of the cobra as he makes a little hissing noise as you see the little blood come out from where the arrow went through, where his body collapses to the. The body collapses to the ground in a bloody mess as he has been defeated.
Yeah. Since he's dead, I'm gonna say, I'm pretty sure we're out of combat now.
Correct.
I'm gonna cure life wounds myself because this is not fun. Being this injured.
How do you think I felt earlier?
Yeah.
And I am so searching that body.
Yeah. You search him. I'm gonna pray for safe return to his deity.
Also, Laura needs to cast some detect magic on this fool.
Yeah, please.
You notice he has a scroll of some kind in his possession. He has a wand of some kind. He's wearing a leather armor. He has his quarterstaff. That, as you now examine, is a rather nice looking quarterstaff. And it's definitely a fine quality staff.
Despite all the bugs attached to it.
There's various cages on, yeah, but the actual staff itself is quite nice. You also notice on his robes that his robes have various little pockets, and as you check, you can see, as you reach in, you can see some pockets have like spider here or two in there, and like a little centipede and other various insects. Some pockets are empty. I thought that this was like little pockets to kind of store stuff in.
Well, this guy was bugging us.
Ah.
Wow. Detect magic will obviously detect scroll. It obviously has some things to it. The wand and the armor are all magical.
So, I guess they need to make a spellcraft check to see if they can identify it, right?
Yeah. That or we have to also be able to actually possibly read it.
For the scroll, yeah.
Well, I was thinking more of the armor.
Ryan, may I please see the scroll to see if I happen to know what language it's in.
I hand it over.
That definitely identifies the armor. That is a +2 leather armor.
That is very nice.
I say let's give that to Laura.
And that is should be another. And the wand is a wand of summon swarm.
Kind of surprised they didn't use that.
I was thinking about it, but like the problem with using the wand or using summon scroll, summon swarm, is it's a concentration spell. So he has to actively be focusing on it.
And unless you have like a group of lackeys where he's able to sneak attack us, then that wouldn't have been helpful.
You mean like they did?
Well, they sneak attacked us at first, but after that, me and Leonidas charged right on out of there and started picking him apart.
My initial plan was to have him was to flank whoever approached him, but with Ryan going around, the kind of
That kind of screwed
wow.
up everything. So we basically dealt this battle the best way possible.
Lava is not able to. Wait, does nobody have read magic in this spell?
I do.
Doesn't everybody have read magic if they're a spellcaster?
Actually, I would have to take a hour rest.
I'm pretty sure that's like a cantrip or something.
Yeah, but they have
No,
to
it's in.
either know it or prep it.
Yeah, but can I tell what language it's in? I already asked if I could tell what language it's in earlier.
Well, technically, it would be in magic.
Yeah, it's a specific writing. Like,
Okay,
to actually decipher a scroll.
I'll do my spellcraft then. Skills, spellcraft.
Nope.
Not any better. Okay.
Binks can.
Binks? What do you got? Let's see what good old Annie
I
has.
think will also do her say last of all, but will also do her.
And has Henri met up with us? For this?
Will not, unfortunately.
This girl is mysterious.
Can tell you guys switch around and prep a read magic spell. Side note, I actually did some research. The whole resting for an hour multiple times a day is not actually a thing. I didn't think it was, but I had to double check. Because that's kind of broken.
Alright. Well, I gotta take a quick break. Gotta feed the puppy.
Oh, actually,
Hmm?
I guess Lava does have read magic.
Yeah, it's just a natural level 1 spell that anyone can get.
Oh yeah, so Lava can actually cast it. Casting read magic will allow you to realize it as a scroll of tree shape.
Of tree shape?
Yes.
So basically making that giant grove.
No.
No.
It would turn the caster into a tree.
You can turn into a tree or a bush or anything.
That would be interesting.
Alright, like I said, I gotta take a quick break. Gotta go feed the puppy. He's looking at me like, feed me, please feed
And
me.
so why can't we just take an hour rest? Get our spells back?
You can't do it like multiple times in a day. Because that's basically flat. But that's basically free spells.
It's only I'm reading and it's just a one time.
Yeah.
We
but
can spend 8 hour each day doing that, or we can spend the 8 hour rest.
Exactly, yeah, it's kind of.
Okay.
While Ryan's away, you guys doing anything else? Before you head out?
I'm gonna say I'm gonna go investigate the other two bodies. See if I can tell why they're maybe why they're a bit more powerful than what we've been used to.
Okay. They have a number of items on them. You can see they each have both of their hand axes. Hand axes are still on their bodies. The hand axes themselves are quite finely made. They have wearing studded leather armor that is also very well made and looks to be of a fine quality.
Mastercraft?
Correct. They have a potion.
So all their gear is Mastercraft.
Your hand axes are masterwork. The studded leather armor is masterwork. They have a potion, which I believe you guys identified last time. It's a potion of cat's grace, and they both have.
That we did not do.
No, I mean I think that was when you weren't here.
Oh, okay.
That one, you guys did manage to identify.
Might just give me this list so I can just put it in the loot, because there's a lot of stuff. Oh, that's a lot of stuff. The obvious.
And that's for each of them.
Okay. And then, obviously, I already know we know the items, but you can just put it in the little log here.
For what?
The sorcerer.
He wasn't actually a sorcerer, he was actually a druid.
Was there? And it was just a masterwork. Yeah. Okay. Thank you very much. Uh, so so I'm checking to see if I understand why they're so much stronger than kobolds we faced previously. I'm gonna make a perception check. Obviously, you already said it initially, but
Alright, I'm back. What'd I miss?
these kobolds.
Check wouldn't really.
What else? What would it be?
Well, I mean, for the two other guys, I mean, you could tell from the fact that they are both wearing masterwork studded the armor. They do have a buckler on, and the small size and dex bonuses give them enough armor class. For the actual druid himself, obviously the +2 armor definitely helps a lot to that. There's no way to really identify this, but I'll just might as well say it. He did have buckskin on, so let's give him an AC bonus.
Buckskin?
Bark.
Bark skin.
As in bark on a tree.
Yes, the druid buff spell. So
Good to know.
when he has time to prep and cast creep up spells on himself. Actually, he had since this is the he actually had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 buffs on himself actually.
Okay, no wonder he is a big
Buckskin,
pain.
Bear's Endurance, Cat's Grace, Long Strider, and Shillelagh.
Okay, good to know.
So he was ready to go.
He was prepared for this fight.
Apparently.
He's been watching you guys the whole time.
Well, apparently his preparations wasn't enough.
He tore me and Leonidas up.
You mean when he kept on bonking you on the head?
Below half. I am below half.
It's all those bonks on the head.
It's a 1d10 -1 to hit damage, so it's not bad.
I'm lucky to get tens. Jeez.
That being said, I don't know how many spells How many spells do you have left in terms of
Me?
hands?
Well, did we say we rested? for that
No, we didn't.
Oh, I'm assuming you guys are doing a long rest, or
No,
round? What time of day is it?
it's
it's
late afternoon.
late afternoon, but like Binks has one spell left in her entire arsenal.
Yeah.
Law is definitely low. So,
I thought we only rested for like took a break for an hour to
we did
get
earlier,
lore
now
spells,
we've
but that's
already
all
used
we've
of our
done.
spells. We've used all of our spells again.
I mean, she can burn a few more spells to cast Cure Light Wounds on some people.
Which would probably be a
No,
good
we
idea.
don't have- there's too much of too much of us are too injured to be able to actually.
Do you have any way
Is this
around
little
them?
entanglement area cleared? Because it was a spell, or is it still there? Okay. I'm gonna make a ride check and just get on Regis. Oh, actually, I'm gonna make a heal check on him to try to get rid of that stupid
Poison? Heal.
poison.
Heal doesn't do that.
Yeah, it does.
I need to make an. You can. Make
Heal helps get
make
heal
another
can get rid of
fort-
poison.
No, it does not. Make another saving throw. Fortitude.
Yeah. Hold on a second. Pretty sure heal did.
Heal can
Heal.
give a bonus to the save.
Not disease. We treat poison, right? We use poison. If your heal checks exceeds the DC of the poison, the character receives +4
That's
confidence.
good.
Yeah.
Like I said, it does not auto heal
So that means it's gonna be the
Plus
fortitude?
4 to your yeah, to make a 4 to save. Whatever that number is, +4.
and voila.
You have a +10 to your 4 to save, and we have minus?
Yeah.
Fuck? Oh yeah, his cut distance like insane.
That and he gets like a +5 on top of this already.
Oh,
On his basic stats.
that definitely passes it.
Yeah. He gets a +4 due to his modifier for Constitution. Then his strength. It is literally. I mean, not strength, but it's just stupid. That's what it is. It's stupid.
Okay.
Clearly.
Yeah, so that's definitely gone. I'm not sure how many spells Lala has left.
He is the most epic guy in the world. Meh. Gonna go and ride Leonidas.
Be great if you rolled a 1 and fell off.
Are you resting or not? Are you guys resting or not resting?
Since technically being similar around here, I'm gonna just say, due to them being low in spells, they're gonna say yes, let's rest for the night.
I mean, the sun
It's
is
late
setting.
afternoon. Yeah. Yeah, let's rest for the night. Well, let's go somewhere safe. And the only room that Leonidas can actually fit in is this big room over here. So. Are the Arsenals coming with us?
Isn't this the room with the dead bodies the insect swarms came out of?
Yep.
Yeah, but that's like almost every room. Really, if you think about it. So.
And
yeah,
we
that's
have
also
yet,
the room
we
that
have
all the
yet
Kobolds on.
to sleep in a room without dead bodies. We slept in
Alright.
a room full of corpses. We slept in a room full of skeletons. We slept in a room with a dead dwarf. We have yet to sleep in an actual bed.
Wasn't there that one supply room that we'd slept in?
We never slept in this supply room.
I could have sworn we did.
No.
I can't remember if Lau used Cure Moderate Wounds last time, but I can Cure Moderate Wounds on Regis.
Okay.
13. You ran lay on hands left or?
I don't.
No,
yeah.
you guys blew
Oh yeah, we
him
used
last
them
time.
all left.
Yeah, after
yeah,
we,
the logs and everything.
it was a lot amount of reflex saves and armor class dealing with, and yeah, It was not fun. So, full night's rest. Who's gonna? Ryan, you and me are basically the only two who can safely stand guard.
I thought you need to rest to
And
get your later hands back.
Yeah, but I mean, if we do like, if it's late afternoon, that means it technically isn't dark. It isn't like completely dark out yet. About how many hours before dark out?
Hard to tell since the canopy in here is quite thick, so not much sun gets through.
Well, we were
but,
outside, I should say.
It would. I could have maybe another hour or two of sunlight.
If we took a 10-hour rest, that'd give us enough time to be able to keep watch while still.
I'm trying to figure out what you're doing in 10 hours.
Yeah.
Well,
5.
yeah.
No, you
I
need.
guess.
You need.
No, I mean it would be between the four of us who can keep watch. That'll be
who's
it'd
the
be
four?
enough for.
Laura and Biggs need to rest for the spells.
Yeah.
Yes. Me and Ryan will take the first 2 watches of an hour each, of 2 hours each. Sorry, and then the other 2 can take their 2 watches.
They have to sleep the entire time.
Entire time. Ugh. Then I guess. Yeah.
8 hours straight. They need to be rested.
Then I guess we'll just rest the 8 hours.
I mean, you guys are
straight
inside.
and-
You guys are inside a room,
Yeah.
so.
Well, it's a matter of I don't trust these guys. That's my problem here. I don't trust them. In fact, I'm gonna sense mode of them just because I don't trust them.
If they didn't say anything, there's not much of a sense of motive.
Hmm?
No,
I'm just gonna see if I can sense motive, just based on
Sense motive doesn't work that way.
no. Hmm.
Like you can't just like look at somebody and sense their motive.
You have to talk to them for a bit.
Yeah. They have to be like what they're saying, and you can kind of like read them. You can't just look at the girl. That guy's an evil person, something.
You
that-
can technically, but it doesn't work well.
Yeah.
Anyways,
yeah. That being said, we'll say you guys rest. Let's see. I need this Ryan. Make me a perception check.
Of course I do. Son of a bitch. The 3s are back.
You're back, right? So the 10 hours pass and the night goes uneventful.
okay.
Hold on, you guys. I think I just failed a spot check.
What does he? Does Ryan cuddle up with the dead corpse?
Wait, what? No. Sitting at the table.
Alright, are you guys ready to?
Don't you have to, like, decide what spells Laura is using today?
The basics that you kill monitor for level 3. Produce
Well, I already know what spells I'm using, and now that I have my.
Spheres, 1 flame blade, 2 cure mod. Wait, what does he have now? Damn it, I am not preparing Rain of Frogs.
Rain of Frogs.
Just like, he's like, not,
Wouldn't that be interesting?
he really wants to do Rain of Frogs.
Pain.
For level 1, I would probably do just do 2 cure light and 2. That should be good. Okay. That was good. Things as. Just make sure I have all of our casts up. Okay, this is good. Alright, both of them are good. How are you healing yourself up, Venus, by the way?
After full night's rest, we gain our hit points back?
It's not you didn't get 4 hit points back.
No.
Yeah, 1 hit point back.
1 hit point back for full night's rest.
Correct. You did not get automatically healed up.
This ain't Final Fantasy.
And that'd be
1 hit
up
point,
to...
or if you do long-term care, you can get 2 points. But
50.
that's a good thing for you now, so you guys prepare with healing potions and all that fun stuff.
Hmm?
In the future.
Last time I checked, you don't just get 1 hit point. Pretty sure you got more than that. Okay. So what do you want to do, Ryan?
You
By
mean?
the way, has Wolfer joined us yet?
Wolfen will join in the next area. I'll have him meet up with you guys by some.
So I'm like, he's probably bored just sitting there.
Is he even still
just
there?
And now I'm like, is he here with us?
I think that's the down part of being mid combat right there. I just wanted to wrap this combat up and then pop in.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he's on the other map as well. Alright, ready to go.
Yep. So I'm gonna head outside, hop upon Regis.
Should you be talking about what to do with the wounded guy?
What guy?
The guy we found hanging off of the friggin' scaffolding earlier?
What's his Fede will interrupt and he'll look at you guys and say, don't worry about him. I'll have one of my men go with him and head back to town. If they make it slow, they should be able to make it eventually. So for the sake
Good
of
to know.
one man and him will vanish.
Okay.
Now there's down to 3 out of their initial 5. Oh my gosh.
So to venture into the place that the injured man told you about?
I would think so, yes. That's the only real lead we have to go on right now.
That's true. So, I'll stop the music for a second to talk. So as you guys head out into the woods, it's a decent journey trek through the wood area. Most of the wood, you don't really see anything eventful on your way through the area. You do see in your sight along the way a carcass of a dead horse with a bunch of crows just like peeling bits of flesh off from its face and everything's kind of picking its body clean. And they kind of look at you as you pass, it's like eyeing you. Not really
Look away, Leonidas. It's too much for your poor eyes.
Oh, poor
being said, as you guys take the trek, you guys eventually come to the area that is brought to you guys. And you see about a ruined area, various ruins.
I don't see much of anything outside of my character floating in a black void.
Yeah, I'm like, all I see is Riga's, not even Leonidas. I just see Riga standing in pitch black.
Oh, wait, I don't have the button. Okay. But you should see something though.
I do not.
I see Leonidas. He's finally appeared.
There we go. Now we see something.
I only have to be down here because... Oh yay, dynamic lighting. Hi, Henri.
Apparently, I am way too scrolled in. I swear your horse almost looks like a robot when you zoom in close.
Really?
Yay, the bard's back.
Wolf, are you there? Wolfer. Is there a way to poke him?
I want this one. Unfortunately, that's that initial battle. But it took a little bit long time.
No one could hit anything. It was just like last time. Jeez.
So as you guys should be aware now, you guys can see the dynamic lighting for this map is enabled, which will give you guys an interesting look on the map. Fortunately, the two people who
Okay, that's just a pan. It's not gonna work. Okay.
have special cases of not around Binks and Hyde, but low light actually sees differently than you guys. So
Mm-hmm.
I believe you guys would see.
Yeah, nice. That's a little light.
That's the other way.
Mm-hmm.
That was, the horse?
Yeah. And as soon as he becomes a magical beast, he gets dark vision. For 60 feet.
Oh my goodness.
Guessing Payday's still chewing on his bark.
Okay, so Leonidas. Okay, so now Leonidas, so like regular vision ends about here. Low light, bright light ends about there. Yes, Leonidas, Payday's basically been following you guys and throwing the rather off-putting comments here and there at you guys, and as you hike to the forest. And now, as you come to this area, you see it's a rather weedy area, and the place itself is canopy is quite thick and dark, but almost like not much light gets to this area, almost as if light kind of, even light itself kind of stays away from this area. And you can see all the rocks scattered through, parts of it ruins, parts of it just from the actual nature itself. And you don't hear any of the sounds in terms of like wilderness sounds. There's no birds chirping, there's no crickets, there's no animals. It just sounds like a silent rustle in the wind, kind of blows through all the grassy reeds and everything. And the place just has this ominous cold feeling to it.
Dang it, I was hoping to roll higher than that. As I look around the
Trying to
area.
proceed.
Just the areas, making sure there's nothing like trying to sneak up on us.
Yeah, we'll keep an eye out.
You can say keeping an eye out, but it doesn't matter if you don't roll perception.
Yeah. Brian, what do you suggest we do now? We
You mean outside of exploring this place and trying to find out what's going on
I
here?
know that, but I mean, like, where, like, what? Should we just proceed forward? Shall we try looking around the sides? What do we want to do?
Well, when I'm exploring, I always try to, how do I put this, handle it in a rather clockwise fashion to make sure you go through everywhere. So I guess go through the top and just go on from there.
Okay. I'm gonna have me and Leonidas come up over this way and just carefully start looking through and around.
Ooh, dynamic-y.
Indeed.
Remember, we can only see about here.
Well, no, I mean he doesn't. He can see. He sees what his token can see. You guys,
Yeah, I'm not-
you guys should all have your own. I mean, you guys.
I don't know if he has his light on. It's a question. I don't know if he has a
I
torch or
don't.
something.
No, he doesn't. He sees based on your light.
Yeah, I'm like,
So like, if you go around the wall, and you're out of sight of people, no one can see anything.
yeah.
So this is
I'm
based
like,
on
I'm gonna stick
your
with people.
light. Just to give you guys a little taste, and just also to see what you guys think of the dynamic lighting. In terms of you
Yeah.
guys like this as opposed to the Fog of 4 map reveal.
It's nice. It's different.
My plan, what I think I may do is just mix it up here and there.
Yeah.
Some maps are like literally a bitch and a half to try and dynamic light these maps.
Yeah.
I might do it more.
sure these are supposed to be hidden?
You don't know. You haven't gone that far. Have you?
That's what I mean. Like, I'm pretty sure that normally they would be under GM view.
Like I said, you know what's over there.
Is this big enough for me to go through with Leonidas?
No. You can see it's like about a 5-foot hole between the two ruins.
There we go.
I think I also don't think you can even. I guess you can with that.
Oh, this is nice.
Certainly is interesting, that's for sure. So like if I moved like right here, whoa, that's kind of weird looking.
What?
Just how it was, I got like this weird kind of like V's on the side of my character showing what I can see, what I can't.
Yeah, I know. Let me see. I'm gonna make a perception check to see, just to keep aware of the surrounding area. See if I notice anything off.
As you look out into the woods, you don't notice anything in the woods, like out there.
Nothing in particular.
Nope.
And I'm guessing this lot back here can't see anything.
I can't, so I'll have things cast light.
Ah,
But I can see no light interact.
Brian, follow me. Oops. Of course, Leonidas is being weird.
As you guys move forward, just to give you guys an idea what this thing is in front of you. You can see the hill kind of ascends up a bit, up the stairs, and ascending these broken stairs, you can see two giant stone circles of made of like white marble
Oh, nice.
You see various symbols on these circles on both of them, and they kind of rest on top of each other, with the edges slightly overlapping. And the runes on all these things is like in all sorts of patterns, and it doesn't even look like there's any sort of logic in what's going on all these
And
rune patterns.
yeah, I'm gonna head up here. I'm gonna let's see. Can I make out a general of what the symbols may be?
I was about to say, can any of us translate that?
Translate might be hard, but you could do a knowledge history check if anybody has it.
Ooh.
I do not have a knowledge history. Doesn't. Wait, did Laura have that when she was rolling for what
She
the?
does. Lara does have knowledge history.
No, not trained.
Oh.
Not trained?
No.
Okay.
Honorably,
I have nobility and religion. What about you?
honorably
Got
can
dungeon
guess
during
it,
round?
but
Well,
So-
if Wolfer was here, which apparently he's not,
hopefully he didn't fall asleep.
he's in away mode right now. Apparently,
Oh, I'm not. Yeah.
may have hit the hay on us while we were battling.
I mean, if that was the case, I would usually say something in chat.
He could have accidentally done just like fallen asleep at his desk. Well, I mean, I've done it before, so.
This game is just running so well right now with most of us away.
Linguistics?
Oh, you want someone to roll linguistics? I'm pretty sure I got a better plus on it than you.
Yeah, better plus. Yeah, +5. I got +2.
Best you can make out, to look at it, it's definitely some sort of ancient language, and the symbols maybe resemble numerals of some kind.
Well, ain't that fun?
Maybe magic, or is it just ancient, as far as we can tell?
Detect magic?
I'm gonna... I can do spellcraft to see if I understand it.
You will need to cast detect magic firstly. See to do a spellcraft check first.
Well, will not spellcraft be also to see if you can read it before actually detecting if it's magical?
No, it goes all the way around. You detect magic, identify the magical source, and then make a spellcraft check on the third round of detect magic. It's how the order goes. It goes first round detects it, second round tells you what school of magic it's from, third round it gives you the spellcraft check. I'll have one of our spellcasters cast it though.
Yeah. I mean, I also have detect magic technically, but I'm not gonna use one of my. I didn't prepare it today.
And as a cast of magic, they do a small magical something in the area between the two large discs.
So you mean, like, here?
Yeah.
Ish, yeah.
Being slower. Henri, what do you think you may be able to make out from this peculiar object?
Laura, as she comes up, takes a look around at the two stone discs and take an examination of the discs. Besides, look at the rooms. You can see there are small, shallow depressions at the various parts around the wheels, and you can notice that not only are these little depressions on the top of the wheel, they're also on the bottom of the two large discs. And most
There
of these,
can you see these underneath? I
Huh?
thought they're just like pillars.
they're kind of like, they're overlapping each other, so there is a little bit of on the side you can see.
Ah,
Something. And like one of them you might not see, but the other one you can see a bit under it.
okay.
And as you look around, you do notice that apparently one gem did not get picked out from the rest of them, and it's still actually nestled in the spot between the two of them. The spot where it is, it's rather quite tight of a narrow crevice to reach in and get it.
But can we like pry it out with like a dagger?
It will require to reach in and get it. I will need an escape artist or disable device actually to get in there.
Okay.
On top of that, hold on.
Son of a bitch.
Okay, or not listen. I was gonna say, is it similar to
The one from the
tree
monastery?
Yeah.
We can't really examine it without getting it out.
The depressions themselves do not look to be the same size or
Okay.
any shape or anything related to it,
Good to know.
but it's pretty nestled in there. Probably why it wasn't spotted previously.
I'm guessing an 18 is not enough.
Anything is not enough as you get your hand in and you kind of try and squeeze your hand through. And your fingertips just like barely touch the gem, but not enough to really yank it out.
Let's try this again while actually using some of like my thief's tools to wedge in there. How's that?
That is enough as this time you manage to get a little bit more leverage and pick out the gemstone. And as you pick it out, you can see it appears to be a small sapphire shape to fit into the little depression on the wheel. And obviously, as Binks previously identified, it is a
It's enchanted? Or is that where they set the magic from?
correct. So I will have her cast it and do a spellcraft. That'll work. That is a gem of brightness.
Gem of brightness. So it's basically just like a gem with light on it.
That can emanate light, yeah.
Interesting.
So if we embedded it into the masterwork staff, we would have a staff of light, basically. Or staff, I mean.
Well, yeah, it's basically like So here's the actual stats for it. You say a command word, and suddenly light shines out from one of the facets of the gem,
Mm-hmm.
almost like a hooded lantern. So it's not radial; it's kind of directed light. And then charges. So then you can use the water. You can say it again to turn off the light. You can
So,
set-
so it's basically like an infinite torch, as far as we're aware.
As far as you're aware, although it does have other properties to it that other command words can do more things to it as well. It can do you can pretty much try and blind people with its light.
So once again,
Although that
if
does
we embedded the
that does waste its energy, and if you waste too much of the energy, it does lose its magical properties.
once again, if we embedded it into the staff, it would be basically.
Why are you wanting to embed it into a staff so much?
I'm just saying. I'm just saying in general. If that was the case, I was just thinking like, similar to how Gandalf has his crystal on his staff from Lord of the Rings. If you used a particular command word, it would make it bright, and or possibly blind, and that's the only thing that came to mind.
Or I was thinking more of the file of Galadriel kind of a thing. Just not, a file.
Yeah. Well, good to know. In that case, since we know that, I'm gonna leave it up to them, and I'm gonna continue searching this way. And do the lovely old perception check.
We can
I
see
know,
the
same thing.
compass.
Yeah,
magical
they kind of leave the compass on the map. That kind of makes a pain in the ass to do anything with.
Brian is clearly more perceptive.
Yeah, he looks around and you can see into the wood, and you can see again. Doesn't appear to be anything out in the woods either. Seems even the wildlife kind of stays clear of this area.
Anything up this direction?
Like up the stairs, or like out past these walls. I mean,
Out past these walls, like in this direction.
you can over it kind of, as you can see, the terrain kind of continues to go up towards this rather large, like, hill, this rather large mound.
Okay.
You can kind of make it out from where you guys are.
Okay. I'm gonna go up to Leonidas, basically say, well, looks like we're gonna have to leave you here for the moment. We'll be back in a short bit, as soon as we finish investigating this area.
No more super horse.
What do you mean, stupid horse? He's probably done
Super.
Oh yeah, super horse. They said stupid. Hey, my horse.
So are you gonna move up any?
Me?
Yep.
I did.
What? You're back here.
Right here.
Whoa. Okay, something everything jumped.
I guess he has slight lag spike.
Bye.
So as you guys walk up, you can see another few of these things over here are like the other ruins columns, and you can see a large mound that's going into the hillside, and the entranceway appears to have once been built like actual archway covered in various ruins. It's kind of been torn down, assembled, and lying in front of the entranceway, you do see two kobold corpses laying there. Their bodies are like twisted and teeth are gone, eyes are like completely hollowed out, various like twisted faces on their bodies, and inside this pathway you can also see it's quite dark in there, and you can almost hear like a small sound of like rasping laughter echoing from inside. And inside, as you can see, the stairs ascend into this area with a large like archway that still remains intact, built into the structure itself.
Yay, more fun with necromancers.
I have to be right back. My mother's calling me, and I'm basically gonna check the corpses to see how long they've been dead.
Ah, dang it. Wait, is it a perception check or a heal check if you're trying to determine that kind of stuff?
It's a heal check.
So I guess he should have tried a heal check, although I guess we could have Laura do that too.
I'll say when he gets back.
Until then, we're just gathered around these horribly desiccated bodies. It's silence.
Much breathing. Gone. We'll pass out on us.
Yep, apparently.
I mean, yeah, it was really an unfortunate spot. I'm like, I can't really toss him in here before the druid fight. So I had to kind of do it after when we got to this area.
Mm-hmm.
So he somehow joined up, but
Took too long.
Hmm?
No, we were just talking about Wolf and the unfortunate. Took a while to knock out the actual fight.
Yes.
You should always expect our fights to take longer than expected.
I'm guessing Wolf was back then.
No, he's not back. I was just musing. That being said, so as Ryan didn't know why you're AFK, it actually is a kill trap to identify
Mm-hmm.
when it comes to death and stuff, so Law and maybe kill trap
Oh, okay.
for the party. And as you examine the bodies, these bodies that have been dead for quite a few weeks now.
Okay, so that's... Can we determine cause of death?
You can, and as you start to examine the bodies, I will need you guys to roll initiative.
I was about to say, is there some way we can check to see if they're zombies? Son of a bitch.
It's okay. Can handle zombies. We've already dealt with enough zombies with kobolds as it is. Oh. Not zombies, shadows.
Zombie, as you see something slowly crawl out from the walls as it
So I'm gonna
floats
guess
on.
its loss of strength is their cause of death.
You can see that. Well, the body suddenly look quite drained. So, my question is, what is your touch AC?
My touch? Give me a second. Pretty sure I have Jack All for touch. My thing can actually load, thank you. But it's taking forever. It's 10.
As
Touch
the
is 10.
as the shadow comes out and kind of see it reach out towards you, kind of trying to reach into your actual being. You can feel its chill touch, and your body just shrugs off the grasp at your
again, though.
Speedy gets his turn.
I'm going to smite evil. And let's try to take this guy out as soon as possible. I do not like him. And he's an ass.
That hits.
Fuck you, Mr. Shadow. I'm guessing. Actually, while I'm at it, I'm gonna do a religion check to see if I know it's for sure a shadow. I'm pretty sure Reese doesn't know what it is. Where is my? Oh yeah, knowledge check is. I have to actually go into the character sheet.
No, that's something about the knowledge.
Mm-hmm.
No, because you have it set to where it only does the dungeoneering.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Mine doesn't.
Sure, that's
For
what
me, it
knowledge
does.
is. I just clicked on yours. Has everything listed?
Does? Oh, then I guess it's
Yeah,
weird.
see, I got my dungeoneering, I got my knowledge local.
Apparently I don't know Jack today. Hospital building can help me.
That being said, as you swing the axe, so you can see it close to the body, so you can see it, the shadowy creature, its body shakes a bit as it feels the holy power from the axe cut to its body, and manages to inflict some damage to the creature.
And because it's enchanted, the whole 10 damage is given, hopefully. Melanie, think I can survive. Negate enchantments, weapons.
Binks is going to have a magic missile added.
Very nice.
Here I am.
Hmm?
Launches the three missiles. You can see the three magical bursts
One
hitting
named
his
X.
body. And
What?
really,
I was asking Ryan if you wanted a hand axe.
Not particularly.
Okay.
as it hits into his body, you can see that the three magical bursts from Binks does make the shadow body almost like flashing in and out of it. As you can see it get quite harmed by that attack. Henri. So what the performance?
Nice. Love them bardic performances. And I'm guessing that I've taken all the loot so far, with the exception of the sapphire,
Seems like it.
because I'm the one who's
Well,
writing.
Laura has the +2 leather armor.
Yeah.
Yeah, just
I gave her the +2 masterpick leather. +2? No, just +2.
Well, if anything is magical, it's masterwork. It's built into it.
Oh yeah, sure.
Yeah, it has to be masterwork to be magical. I will first performance now.
My turn. 1, 2, 3, 5, and 6. And shoot an arrow at this fool. As soon as I actually get out of my inventory tab. Let's see. Should I do? That's right. Yeah, no.
And it's not hit his arrow just flies right through it, his body. Not even completes the body, but like right past him and past three gets it just goes off into the woods. And that
So
time,
14 doesn't hit. No, that wouldn't be 14, that'd be 17. Because it's flanking.
Wouldn't that be 15? It's +2 for flanking, not +4.
And then +1 for honorees. No, that'd be 16. Sorry, not 17. Huh?
So that does hit actually.
Oh, okay.
And I'm like, you're forgetting to add the flanking, and then on top of that, the...
And I'm guessing that my sneak attack won't do any damage, so I'll just roll for the sonic damage.
You would be correct. There's only the sonic damage from the water performance emanates really, and now the hour. In this instance, it does go through. And as you see the sonic damage disperses through the creature, the body you can see the shadow form. It's kind of echo through the shadow before it also disappears. The second shadow crawls out from the wall.
Surprise, asshole!
There were 2 corpses, so. And this one reaches in, catching Regus briefly unaware. He reaches his hand in and into Regus's body to try and touch him. You can feel Regus's body get physically drained, sapped. But you take 5 strength damage.
Ooh!
If only this not lag.
I know why it's lagging. It's weird. Lara. I'm going to produce flame. I'm going to try and throw a ball of fire at it.
Fire it up!
Oh, that actually is the other thing I have to check with. That's it. That's it. Is it lagging for you guys?
It's lagging a little.
Because I did read that depending on the dynamic lighting, it might actually cause some lag.
It is lagging a little bit.
So,
It could also be just the chat log and how long it is.
that's definitely a myth. And Lau just throws a fireball right past and it hits into the mound. Burns and disintegrates. Is Leonidas doing anything? back there, or he
Yeah, I was gonna.
just rolled?
He's gonna come forward. If I can actually drag him today, that'd be lovely.
Yeah, make it so that you're flanking with him.
Does he have enough distance?
I thought you said its run speed was 200.
Yeah, his run speed, but he still wants to attack.
So then,
You
wouldn't
go
his
here.
normal speed then be a 100?
No, his normal speed is 50.
Oh.
One is 4 times.
And
Eh.
he's going to attack. And it's not going to be +6. It's going to be +7, I think, because let me just double check that. Actually, no, it's supposed to be +8 to begin with because of his BAB. That's right. I'm dumb. I'll be doing +6, and a couple of times he could have hit. Okay, that's good to know. Only been going plus his strength this whole time, so.
One of the non-hidden, he tries to smack into the creature, and as he tries, his hook is kind of hit nothing but air. So let me just check one quick thing I just realized.
that be?
I forgot if Shadow that unnatural aura. No, okay. There's a certain buff that some creatures have that animals like actually have to stay away from. Hyde will go around and he'll do some flanking action. That's 6, normally 7 plus us plus 9.
I'm barely flanking.
That is miss hit. So I guess the bite itself won't do anything. The side damage will though, as the supersonic bites doing deals 5 points of damage to the shadowy creature's hide, unleashes a flurry of attacks on it. Not flurry attacks, never mind, I'm dumb. Move too many spaces, you can't do that.
Yeah. I'm like, okay, if he's gonna roll with this, I'm fine with it.
No.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah, I'm trying to see things I haven't seen before. So, no, I said the initial attack was 5 and it didn't hit. So, Regus is done.
Attack!
Fail!
As a misses, you swing through and just hit nothing as the shot kind of like fades in and out.
I don't want to use another Smite Evil, because I'm pretty sure I'm going to need it later.
Well, things being, everyone doesn't have to deal with corporeal things. It's only a flurry of attacks. Actually, that's another barrage of spells. You can see as the 3 magic bursts hit into the creature. It does quite a impact on the creature. You can see that the shadow looks pretty roughed up from that attack. Henri will stop the performance but keeps it lingering 2 rounds after. And he will
Did something happen to Andre?
start shooting. His new character is a guy. So,
Ah,
I believe it is.
so we finally have some guys in the group. That's nice.
Wait, you don't like them women folk getting into our adventures?
A +1. That's a hit.
It's a matter of,
The actual
and there's a lot.
power doesn't do any damage, but the sonic damage will. As the crossbow bolt shoots through and the sonic's a bit through the creature, you can see it stun did damage to the creature, weighing it down.
My turn.
Yep.
I move up here and shoot at him. Let's see, heading in the...
All the flanking.
Yep. Okay, and this does have the flanking bonus in there. Son of a bitch.
Well, that'd be 14, but yeah, either way.
What do you mean that would be a 14? I also included the bardic performance.
Oh, you did? Oh,
Yeah.
never mind.
But then it's again, you try and move the shot quite up against the hill, you let the shot just kind of go a bit off to the right past the shadow creature.
Yeah, the shadow creature's gonna come for your soul again.
What's your touch PC?
10. This is what he said.
My AC is 18. My touch is 10. Yeah, I have
Oh
like
yeah, you're all armor, that's why.
yeah. I am a literal tank when it comes to if it comes to anything else, it's like, yeah, he's a pushover.
As it reaches into your body again, you can feel it, and you can feel your body drain further, and you start to feel quite weak as you take another 5 points of strength damage.
Good lord, how much strength do you have left?
3.
Oh my.
You're factoring that into your attack rolls, right?
Yeah,
You're at a, I don't know what you're at, a minus.
I'm at a minus 4
strength.
right now. Minus
Well,
4, and that means I have a +4 in my attack, not a +9 now.
that's 9.
Honorees. So I have my +6 because my BAB. Then I have a
BAB is at 6.
no. I have a BAB is 5, but then I'm including my strength.
Let's bring it down to a 1.
So that brings it up to 6 in total. And then I have the enchantment on my weapon. Then I have Henri, and then I also have the flanking right now. So
I think the dice are starting to hate us again.
5.
Hold on, say it again. I think that didn't sound like
Okay.
what you said.
5
BAB 's
5 for
5.
BAB.
Go ahead.
1 for strength. 1 for enchantment.
Yeah, but you're straight. Yeah, but you don't get
I
1.
know that.
You get
It'd be
negative
4.
from
That's why
strength.
I'm only getting a 4 in bonus.
No.
Yes.
It's a,
Because I have.
how do you go from?
Okay. Obviously, BAB is 5. I have my strength, which is usually +1, but now I have a -4, so that leaves me with 1 for the BAB.
Correct.
+1 on the enchantment,
2.
which brings it up to 2, and then I'm flanking with Leonidas, which brings me to 4.
You're not flanking.
Yes, I am.
No, you're not.
Literally, barely. I am barely flanking.
Yeah, because it's a lot.
The skin of my teeth. But I am still flanking.
I think that's up to the DM.
Take a 5-foot
No,
step.
it's based on the base. If you can draw a line from Leonidas to him that goes through it.
Yeah, and then he's gonna attack. And luckily for him, he doesn't have to deal with. Yes. But he can't hit Jack.
So it's +5 to smite even. Yeah, so it's 15.
Not Smite Evil. This is Leonidas.
Oh, no, sorry. I was still stuck on the hits.
Oh, sweet. Okay. Now, actually, I get to do 2 more times. So let's see. 1. That's not gonna hit.
That's
2.
I hit
That is
him.
gonna hit.
that hits.
Okay, so 2d4 plus 10. And then I get. Actually, no, it'd be plus 11, then I get a 1d6 as well.
You were so demanding to get in here.
So obviously the sync doesn't do anything because it's a call.
Yeah.
What the song damage does is it goes through and it's with its stopping attacks and it does manage to do a damage. You see that the creature's quite roughed up from that.
Is there a way to enchant teeth?
There are some ways to do it. The natural nature of weapons, like spells and stuff. Okay, so hide is 6, 7, flanking 9 as well.
Mm-hmm.
This time hide is correctly, but that's correct.
Confirm.
Not that it'll matter.
Yeah, it doesn't matter technically, but still feels good.
Yeah.
That hits. And
That hits.
that hits.
We have 3d6. God.
My damage is high somehow, even though he's a badger, he's an shadowy figure disperses and is destroyed.
I am personally going to use some spells on myself. 'Cause Jesus.
Need some lesser restorations up in this.
I'm gonna use 2 lesser restorations. Okay, 1d4 ability damage. So I'm gonna roll 2d4. Any bonuses to it? Damage repair, ability damage. Nope. Okay.
So you have less of restoration.
I'm guessing that was Ryan. Not Ryan, but Wolford. Yep, Wolford left.
Wait, what? What was that about Wolfer?
Wolford left.
You finally AFK'd out.
Oh.
Now I only have a -1 for my strength. Laura to prepare some extra restorations. Now I'm gonna have to rest an hour.
Okay, so you cast lesser restoration.
I'm only at a -1 now. This is the
Aren't you at a
best, but-
-2? Because negative
No.
negative
I have a 15
stats.
base,
Oh, okay.
a 13 base, so it's only at a -1.
No, wait, aren't you at an 8 then?
No. Yes. Yes. That's only a -1.
No, 8 is a -2.
HP.
-1.
Could have sworn that.
No, because
Nope,
10
it's
is
-1.
0, so 8 and 9 have to be -1.
Yeah, but I could have sworn that the negatives had a lot. I mean, being under 10 had a lot more.
No, they weren't as
It's the-
punishing.
It's basically the same. I think it's almost the same intervals. So
Yeah, 8 is a -2.
Prepare any lesser restorations?
I just looked it up. 8 is a -2. 7 is a -4.
It's saying that's a -1. In Pathfinder, apparently not. So
Well, I found this on this page, down where the ability scores are.
okay, well I'm thinking that's not the case.
no, I think what you're looking at. Let me just check your link.
Yeah, just -1.
Where is it?
-1.
That's the
6, 7
that's
is
the ability
-2.
score call. That's if you do it
Oh, whoops.
point pie system.
Whoops.
Yeah, you scroll far down, you can see it. Yeah, that's if you do.
Ah, Yellen. Trying to screw me over even more.
I hope that the macros on the sheet are correct. If not, then we're all doomed.
Oh god.
Yeah.
We're all gonna die.
That or those of us who have higher things, they're gonna have like higher modifiers. So it's gonna be like good for us at the same time. Yeah, did Laura bear any lesser restorations or?
I mean, I have to play as Devil would,
Yeah, I know.
and Devil would have been left on his
Not usually.
So,
Okay, then I guess I'm just gonna have to deal with the -1 for the moment.
Hopefully we don't run into any more, huh?
okay, so as you
Yeah.
the shadows, you now stand in front of the gateway.
So we did confirm they were shadows.
Correct. They do resemble similar to the
And
some of
based
the ones that
on
you fought in the tunnels. Back in the-
how they they're stealing of strength, they're greater shadows, right?
What?
Certain shadows can still have different abilities. But in this case, they do based on how they appeared and similar ability of draining the strain, they do remind you of the ones from back in Crucible area. Or the under the
Yep.
or the Kobolds.
So now I'm just like around with a -1. I'm gonna proceed forward cautiously. Inside the room. Why the hell did it roll a
What was
2
that?
die?
I don't know.
Why is
I'm
it doing that?
That's weird.
I was having to be too earlier with my range rolls.
I clicked it once.
Either way, so let me just briefly tell you the room itself. As you finish walking through the room, you do hear the sound of bubbling water, and you can feel that the air itself is quite dank and thick with moisture. And you can see in this room, in every corner of the room, there appears to be a fountain that kind of bubbles and smoke. You can see what wisps of white hot vapors kind of come out from it.
With this one, some weed or something?
And these have some strange, like fish-like creatures, or like the spouts for the fountains that kind of have the water going out into the from the mouth into the basins, like as they kind of cradle the basin in their hands. The fountain in this corner has been smashed, and most of it has been smashed to rubble. And because of that, the water that kind of fed it has kind of pooled around the basin, out across the.
Is it like a boiling or?
The water itself isn't boiling, but it does feel warm, like almost like hospital type water.
Okay. Okay then. This is just bloody wonderful. I'm going to do a knowledge religion check to see if I know anything about this particular area.
This particular
building?
area.
What this like building-ish thing may be. That kind of stuff.
As you examine, you can't quite make out what these fountains have any sort of meaning besides being fountains.
Sometimes a cigar is just a cigar.
You can repeat that, Ryan. You cut out.
Sometimes a cigar is just a cigar.
Well, he said it was pretty dank in here, so I'm guessing there must be some sort of weed or something. I'm just gonna proceed on through.
And then suddenly the statues spring to life.
Yeah, no, my luck.
I need initiative rolls.
I told you!
What is my luck? What is my luck?
I would have said that I used perception to check to see if the statues were like alive or anything like that. Except I wasn't actually in the room to see the statues.
the room, it fell into the room, the fountain started to bubble a little bit more violently. And as it do, you can see the water itself starts to rise out from the fountain. And you see three watery figures emerge from them.
I can do knowledge, religion check, see if I understand, if I know what they are. Tens! Tens all around! Please, give me more tens!
More of an
I'm
arcana- It's more of an arcana check, really. Or planet check. Or definitely not a 7.
I'm an idiot, but those sound like water elementals to me.
Yeah, that's what I'm guessing, but doesn't mean they particularly know. I mean, you may have heard about them in books, because elementals are usually
So you see
related to
it's-
some religions.
the first water figure kind of come out from the fountain as it slowly makes its way over to you and try and slam its body of water into you. And as you do, you manage to just like brace yourself for the impact, and as it hits you, you just shrug off the impact from the hit and dodge the attack.
So give me a second to think about how much I am going to attack the guy above me. I have to think about
I
where
would,
I'm at in terms of.
I would take a 5-foot step back so that you're not flanked.
I'm going to be flanked either other way. I can take a 5-foot step over here, and that won't get me flanked. But if I step here,
You could also
maybe
step here.
I don't want to be. Okay, if they're water elementals, usually if you're in water, that's not a good thing. Water and water elemental is not good. Not provide good job. I'm gonna take a 5-foot step here. No, because that gave me get them. You know, screw it. 5-foot step here. I don't care. Attacking this guy. Can roll the dice, that'd be lovely. My luck.
That does not hit as your axe swings, and you can see the water just kind of flow right past the axe and as the attack misses. Yeah, though. Fire water.
Didn't we just catch a break today? That'd be lovely.
What?
I said, can we just catch a break today? That'd be lovely.
A decent break as this one also tries to slam its body into you using its water, and again you just break yourself back and the water hits into you and you manage to hold your ground and withstand the attack. Thanks. Should I go? I think magical missile, also I do prepare for
Can she even see the target? Should be the question.
a magical missile, I just need line of sight. I don't need yeah.
I mean, obviously, those are stairs upward, and then stairs downward.
No, it's kind of a yeah, but I mean she can move up though.
True.
Like if she moves like behind Brian, that's like on top, that's kind of right on top, she can peek out from there. Like if she moves like here,
Yeah.
then she can cast it. So I don't know if you want her to cast Ray of Frost or she should do Magic Missile Barrage. I shall leave the choice to you on this one. She has 5 level 1 spells left.
Isn't it more so of how many? She has more than 5.
No, but she used 2 against the shadows.
No, I mean even then, isn't it? She only has a certain amount. She only has a certain number of each spell.
But
No, wait, what?
like she only gets. He knows for sure 3 level 1.
She knows 3 level 1 spells.
And then.
How many? 3 or 4. And she can cast them 7 times.
Oh, okay.
Any combination that she wants.
Oh, okay, that makes more sense.
There's no prep time like Lava has to prep
Yeah.
for one.
Then
Cast
say,
anything on the fly.
I say move forward.
And do
Magic missile.
this song.
1 to each.
1 piece.
Wouldn't it be better to just focus fire one down?
Well, considering how Binks usually plays, or Annie usually plays, it'd be usually 1 to each.
That doesn't mean it's the best move when we're controlling
I know
her.
that.
I'll let you guys decide. You guys decide how you want me to roll this.
You choose, Ryan.
Just focus fire on like this one.
In the middle.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. She steps forward, she channels energy and fires barrage of 3 magic missiles. These hitting into the water, causing ripples through the creature's body. As if you can see that the missile has quite an impact against the creature and it seems to struggle to stay composed. Lava.
No bowling.
Yeah, not in here, and I'm pretty sure fire's not gonna do much against water elementals.
I don't
Not
think
sure
they
what
actually
other
have an
spells she
elemental
has.
immunity to that.
So you can summon an elemental.
That's right, crossbow shot in the back here. It does nothing. It's just hits into the mound. Only Leonidas is done.
He's just gonna skip because he can't get in.
Why is he even on the list?
Because, because he's a divine. He's my divine mount. Technically,
I think Ryan means that
um,
you can actually get into the room while it's even.
well, before I had moved, he was able to get in.
Yeah.
I could have summoned him to my side. So,
But you have limited summons for that.
1 day, 1 per day.
Yeah, and I can you can kind of see he'll be stuck in the little room of water until the next day.
Yeah, I was like debating that. I'm like,
Kind of a dick move.
He horse come drink.
It does look like it would get thirsty.
Yes, epic. Bar performance.
Yes.
I actually upset
I
that
have the top
for
1 round.
like AFK that long and didn't even come here.
I will move out of the way to find some space to shoot.
Surprised we didn't even cancel.
I've got
but I'm out.
precise shot. It doesn't matter.
That's a bite attack. That hits. That's how you get the mouthful of water. He bites through his creases. Being and just takes a nice chunk of sonic damage rippling through the creature, causing it to also feel white hot from that shot. Fire's done.
2 shots right to this guy. Let's see, and yeah, it should be right.
Both hit.
1 hit, 1 miss.
I missed. I hit with a 14. Oh, I missed with a 14. Never mind. Looking at the shadows.
As you let the arrow fly through,
Isn't it also point blank?
I got that in there.
that's the +1.
Talking about because Henri also gives a +1
plus
on
2,
damage
plus 2.
addition.
I know, but I also take a -2 when I'm using rapid shot.
As it shoots, as arrow shoots through it, you can see the ripples right through the creatures and the sound damage and just disperses the creature as the water splashes back up under the ground.
I will admit, I thought they would have more HP than that. Guess these must be small ones then?
Like metagame, just want to point that out. But yeah, they're all rather small and they aren't huge water elementals. The one up top next to Regus will attempt to swing, and again Regus holds steady. The one next to Hyde will attempt to swing, and that one does hit Hyde, and it slams his body into him.
Okay then.
What?
No, just the way you said it. It wouldn't have been the top one. Wouldn't have been the. Yeah, never mind. Hey, the top one would have hit me. The bottom one would have hit. Hide.
Wait, what?
Top one swung at you,
Yep.
and you missed.
Yeah.
Bottom one swung at Hyde and hit.
Why
I
is
was
it?
confused for a second. Never mind. Just forget it.
And there's 4 points of damage as it slams it with it. Water, force of the water.
Okay.
Regus' turn.
Attacking.
It looked like it was gonna be a 13, but nope.
Well,
As he just slams again, you just smash the water, cause a little splash from the puddle. Okay. Biggs' turn.
Today's not been good for good old Regus. It's been great for Leonidas. Leonidas had a great game. Regus not so much.
Not after the shadows ripped in and stole some of his being.
Oh god.
Oh yeah, now it's back up there.
Yeah.
Shit.
Didn't have to move forward that much. Besides that, no, I wouldn't provoke attack probably too. But yeah, it's
No, it won't provoke, but I figure I'll move lower in it.
no, they're all dark now.
Well, they can see a little bit in front of you, so they can see where you have to go.
Doesn't mean the guys behind us can't. They'll be fumbling over each other.
It's payday, so who cares?
True.
So, try to solve something. Stab one next to Hyde. It's a bit buffed up. Let's just do a red frost at it instead. That hits. Actually, no, wait, that doesn't get the +1. Mine. Only 1 damage. My bad. It shoots the energy and hits until you can see part of the ice, part of the water freezes and breaks off in shadows. It's only through actual weapons.
Oh.
Yeah. It basically channels energy through the weapons.
Yeah.
Law will also. Yes. Want to try and do her own crossbow attack at the one. Same with the one next to Regus. Split the damage a bit. That hits.
So Leonidas can barely see a thing.
It's just these things don't have a front. They can't be sneak attacked or anything like that, right?
There's nothing that specifically says that about that type. I mean, they should have a front and a back. They're not. No, sorry, not top critical hits, all flanking, correct. That is. the last note I didn't see. So yes, they are immune to crits and flank.
Oh my.
So that's 1d8 plus the sonic damage plus the water performance. About 9 points of damage seems to be becoming trendier.
Apparently.
As he just calls the bolt right into that one, ripples through his body, you can see it shake. That one's also knocked in the heart. Unreal. I'm just gonna stop the performance to have it linger a bit. So, rounds.
Let me guess. Walk forward to the crossbow. You'll probably barely see the top one. 1/4 cover is more likely the case.
Yeah,
Not half.
to have some cover against it. So, we're gonna try.
Just shooting in between Ryan's legs.
That just sounds like a comedy routine.
That does not work. Meanwhile, Hyde will go like claw claw.
It's going home!
Fight hits, claw misses, so the fight does hit. That is 1d4 plus 6. Well, 4 damage, low as possible. But it's enough as he just bites through the creature, you see the water splash out of his burst.
Yay.
Ryan's body.
Ryan's
No.
body?
I was still talking about the body of water.
Oh. 2 shots to this guy.
Do you get a negative to damage when you roll rapid shot?
Nope.
Then it would have been a sin on your last shot. Would have been, I mean not plus 2, but it would have been a +2. So you also
Oh, right, +2,
also did
yep.
damage from honoring.
Oh, son of a bitch.
And finally, the arrow fighter flies out right through the creature, ripples out, and the water splashes out and disperses itself.
Yeah. That it?
Looks to be that elementals.
Okay. Let's take a quick moment of a break.
Have a lot of cast light on herself. On the dagger shield.
And I'm going to grab back.
Okay then. Though, well, part of me is just kind of like, why don't we call it quits Sue just because we have so many people not here?
I mean, it's tough because they didn't. I mean, that tour was like late, so we didn't really know. And what was he at? I guess I fell asleep or something. Honestly, at this point, I would like to just try and, I guess, battle through. I'd rather not try and drag out these adventures that long, I suppose. Either
Yikes.
A, hoping to get the campaign, or B, go on to the next stop as we wait for people to finish.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of which, where is Ane?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to talk about Ani and see, because I know this is the second week in a row that she missed. I just check her out to see.
I don't think I've really seen her on Discord this last week too.
Yeah, I noticed she wasn't feeling that great. Like I think personal stuff happened the weekend before last week. So I don't know. I shall be right back.
And then the silence takes hold. I just thought something I can go grab.
Okay, I'm back. Can you guys hear me? Hello? You guys must be on as well. Well then. They're around.
Oh, hello. Didn't realize you would come back. I got cookies.
Oh, nice. Sounds really good right now. I haven't eaten dinner. In fact, since about well, no, it's about 3. Today's not been going the best.
No, it has not been. I mean, there's only you and me playing. We're rolling poorly.
Yeah, just. Yeah, I mean, it would have been way more fun had Devil been here. Definitely. I mean, just the two of us, it's kind of slow and not that enjoyable. Right? I mean, I love playing this, but it's a matter of. And. No one really. To play with, right? And it's just chilling out there in the dark. A mighty warhorse that he is. Yeah, I wish I had the strength that the Unitas has.
Doesn't help that poor Rob has to play half the, well, more than half of the characters hanging around here.
I know. He has to move 4 henchmen. He has to deal with Henri, Lara, Binks, and Hyde. And then on top of that, deal with the enemies and or NPCs.
Mm-hmm.
If only my Stay on Hands could heal ability score damage. I'd be happy.
I think that would be slightly overpowered.
Mm, at least. I mean, I know you get mercies and stuff, but
Too bad you can't mercy that.
I know. I mean, my level 3 mercy is target whoever I use lay on hands on is no longer sickened, which is good. At level 6 I can possibly get rid of staggered or dazed or disease, one of them. At level 9, cursed, exhausted, frightened, nausea, or poisoned. I can choose one of those. And then at level 12, either blind, deafened, paralyzed, or stunned.
So, did Rob go off somewhere or something?
I just
Yeah.
just a second.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
That being said, I'll just need before we advance. Quick, will save nobody.
Oh, joy.
Including Leonidas.
Not clearly honest.
What the will save is for.
Alright, so as the party advances further to this place, you guys feel a chill kind of wash over your body, and
Here.
no, it's not fear, as you feel a cold chill. Some of you guys are able to shrug it off. Ryan, Vegas, Binks, and even one of the regulars managed to. Everybody else, they feel a sharp, cold jolt in the body, and almost like it settles around their very heart, and you can feel like it's just like throbbing dully in their heart, and they all don't feel that hot.
I'm surprised Barkman is going, you know, I think we'll just stay back here after something like that. You guys go on, you heroes, you.
Aquaman also feels the pain though. As well as just the other guys. Because everybody feels heavily. They're not feeling like great. Something feels like it's gripping their very heart. They would say almost cursed in that way, if you will.
Oh, joy. I wonder how Wolfer's gonna feel about us getting him cursed.
Is it like an actual magical, or is it just
What's the actual curse tonight?
an
I'm not
actual
sure.
curse? Okay. That is a pain to deal with. Why is it Falcon Hollow always has these like super annoying effects? I mean, blindness, cursed,
What's-
ability square steal.
What does curse do exactly?
Well, it's a curse. You don't know what the curse does.
Oh.
Yeah. Might as well like. Let me see.
Turns out Henri got the heart-stopping curse. 5 turns later, he dies.
Pretty sure there's some spells that can get rid of curses.
Yeah,
all the stuff that's super high level that we can't even access and we get affected by it. That is a pain. That is a real pain. Okay, so question for you, Rob. With only me and Ryan being here, do we want to call it here? Because you have 4 people to control, plus the 3 plus Playday and his crew, plus the other guys, and on top of that, it's not nearly as enjoyable with it only being me and Ryan. So do we want to call it here or want to continue?
I mean, I guess we could call it here if you guys want to call it here. I mean, I think, yeah, we are down a lot of people, unfortunately, because it's cool down there. Which is unfortunate.
Yeah.
But
Just isn't as fun without all of us here saying something stupid.
Yeah. And we're getting afflicted by the same stupidity of rules.
Well, either that or having some other people just being amazing while the rest of us are like, aww.
Yeah.
I guess we'll stop here, I guess.
Oh.
Keep it up.
And hopefully next time we can get Devil Dog
Actually
at
have a party.
least. Yeah. And maybe Anedoru and Wolfer.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Well, in that case, Ryan, what do you start to do for your campaign sheet?
My campaign sheet? I think I got most of it.
I haven't looked at yours, actually. I was just
Experience for today? Even though we didn't really deal with a lot of stuff. We dealt with 3 kobolds, 1 being a sorcerer, and 2 shadows plus 3 water elementals.
Don't forget about the giant scorpion.
Scorpion, that's right. But still, it's pretty pitiful compared to last time.
Need 1,700 XP for our next level.
I can get my next mercy. As well as, like, start getting level 2 spells, I think?
Alright, well, I'm gonna end my stream since we're quitting it here.
Yep, same here.
of course, I guess, well,